Hey, I think that worked. Yes. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are live. Hello and welcome, everybody. Let me just uh, let me just throw up uh, a little chat here for yeah. Let's throw up a chat and welcome uh, lemon pie. I want to and ooh, let's throw up this too. Why don't we throw up that? Let's welcome lemon pie. Hail lemon pie. Hopefully you can hear me. It looks like you can. And hello, the lovely Sherry. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Miskatonic Madman. Hi, welcome. And good to see you here as well. Everyone's saying hello. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, let's start the show by let's get the camera rolling here. Hello, everybody. And yeah, this is Puerto Vallarta. Now, this is actually taking off. I have a picture of or a video of landing in Puerto Vallarta on my channel, but this is taking off uh, and fantastic view. And what they do is they fly out over the ocean. And if you're going to Western Canada, they do anyway. If you're going to Kelowna, it's a 5-hour direct flight. And yeah, you fly out. The airplane was from the runway, pointed straight out over the ocean. So I guess if you crash, you go into the water, which maybe they didn't think about that, but I certainly fucking did as we were taking off. And then it banks hard on the right, and my video has this. I've got another video of taking off, and it banks hard right, and so I'm happen to be on the right side of the airplane taking off by luck. Right over the engine, as you can see, and I got a great video and shots of Puerto Vallarta leaving because we fly back inland and then for some reason hang a lefty and go north. So that was kind of cool. I thought that was very. I mean, maybe they do that on purpose just so you have an incredible view of Puerto Vallarta taking off. And hail, Sean Carter. I sent a link to you, my friend, and hey, Spidey, I'm sorry. I thought you were doing this at 12 Pacific time. Oh, I think I wrote 10 Pacific time, buddy. Pretty sure. I wrote 10 Pacific time, but that's okay. I know time zones, because we do time zones in metric up here, and I appreciate that does confuse our Mexican friends, our American friends. Mexicans use both, actually. When you can find a tape measure down there, that is. And hail, Wes Cagle. Good to see you. And Sean, hey man, if you want to sit back at first, it's up to you. There's certainly no pressure. Anyone that wants to anyone that takes the time to come on and help co-host, they can start whenever the hell they want. So I want to welcome Jedi 2022's hello. Just hello to you. And good to see Daniel's Hot Topics is in the chat. And hey, Wes Cagle, thank you very much. I appreciate having you on. And I did also send a link to one more person, Brian, our friend, That 70s Show. So hello, sir.
Hey.
Can you hear me? And can I hear you? Yes, I can.
You can hear me.
I can indeed.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Metric time zones, I get it. So, hey, is Radioactive's in the chat? Hi, Radioactive.
Oh, all our buddies are here.
Yeah, and Daniel's Hot Topics probably can't talk that well because he had a dentist in his mouth, apparently.
Oh.
I hope she was hot. So here's taking off from Puerto Vallarta. So this is the very northern end of Puerto Vallarta, and so the other side of the plane got to see the rest of Puerto Vallarta taking off, but then we bank and do a huge swooping banking turn, which I have on video.
So this is your recent trip. Like this is.
I just got back like 2 days ago, dude. That's
okay.
Yeah, I spent a month down there. It was fantastic. I didn't want to make a big deal of it because I was just going down to see some people, but I did live streams from down there, so that was a lot of fun. Ooh. She made you happy. Oh, she got the laughing gas. So let me just welcome you properly here, Sean. Friends, this is our friend Sean Carter, and I don't
Hi.
know what you're drinking, my friend, but I'm gonna. Oh, I dented the
Well,
can.
I'm drinking a little. I'll show you a little Jack Daniels and some Coke Zero.
Ooh, good choice for the Coke.
Yeah. Oh, and lemon pie is here. So hopefully lemon pie has a nice IPA going.
I have
Ooh.
a free ride, and this is a hazy IPA, and it comes in at 6.5%. From our friends at Phillips Brewery, brewed right here on Vancouver Island,
Oh.
where the capital of British Columbia is located. And of course, you know what city that is.
No.
It's on Vancouver Island.
Montreal? I don't know.
The capital of
No,
British
wait.
Columbia is Victoria.
Okay, I'm horrible with
God save the
my own
Queen.
country's states and capitals.
Oh,
I used to know all of them, but no.
do you mind reading this from our friend?
Oh, sure. Well, yeah. Hold on, one moment.
Oh, no problem.
I got to get the old man things out. I do indeed have an IPA going 9%. Ooh, my wife bought like some crazy 11.6% IPA the other day.
What 11.6? That is
11.6 IPA. It's like a wine.
9. I have a 9 in the fridge. I don't know if I'm going to open that, but 11.6 is crazy.
Yeah,
But and this is drinkable though. The 9 is quite drinkable.
Yeah, I think the one she got you probably have to chew.
Phillips Brewery does one almost about 9%. It's called the Instigator, and it's quite thick. Oh yeah, but this is a tall boy as well. So this comes in a tall boy, which I appreciate.
So that's well, you don't do fluid ounces there, right?
It's 473 milliliters.
Milliliters.
So
okay.
It's about 1 1/3 normal beers.
So 473. So well, see the thing is because like our booze comes in liters and milliliters. Our beer comes in ounces.
And I want to welcome. Oh, that's okay. That's interesting. Yeah. I want to welcome Sean Carter. Why are you not a moderator on this chat?
Probably because I have on the retro reels and games.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
You don't need to make that a moderator
already. Well, I want to see how many they'll let me do. And hi, Tiger Stripes.
Hi, Tiger Stripes.
You got it, Tiger Stripes. Oh, do you want to do Love Boat? I did consider, but
when you sent that, I thought you were talking about like the series, the actual show.
I am.
Oh, you are. Oh, you want to do like Love Boat reviews and watch the episodes and
no. I would like to, since it's a trap. Let me please clarify and there you go, Tiger Stripes and Rusty Rivers. Good to see you, Captain, an actual captain, and good to see Molecular Arps. Yes, I'm back home. Let me clarify. Sorry, Sean, and for the chat. No, we're going to do a Thursday night travel stream as always, and however, the location that we're doing tonight is Puerto Vallarta, which was a port of call and one of the frequent ports of call of the 1970s and 80s TV series show Love Boat.
Oh,
so we're going to discuss the place as we go. With just whatever you want to throw in about Love Boat, or if you want to talk about a favorite memory. And I've thrown in random pictures of the cast and crew and different scenes and different guest stars. So that's just fun.
I saw a thing the other day about the Love Boat.
It's a travel stream, but since the Love Boat, Puerto Vallarta is so famous for the Love Boat, I thought, why not throw the Love Boat in here? And you're the perfect person for it, and so is Tiger Stripes.
Oh, look at Wes Cagle singing.
Of,
oh, hi, Tiger Stripes.
hey, man. I can't believe I'm here to discuss the Love Boat. That's nuts. Puerto has such a reputation. Party spot for students, right?
Yes. And so what do you did well, here it is. Here's Puerto Vallarta. And so here is most likely where I can figure there the marina was. So I don't know if the cruise. I think the marina is here. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, that's all
hopefully
human made right
the
there. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the giant piers where it looks like they could accommodate maybe up to 3 cruise ships at once. And this is down, and it's called La Marina, and it's downtown. I've walked past here to get to Old Puerto Vallarta, which is way down here. I don't recommend it with a heavy backpack. Yeah, this is in Puerto Vallarta where the pin is Old Puerto Vallarta.
God, that's a
so
stretch.
From the marina to there, I'm going to tell you it's about a 2-hour walk. It's
so you did the walk? You walked that?
Well, yeah,
I couldn't. I wish I was able to, but I can't.
Yeah. I walk everywhere, dude. I like exploring.
Well, you're like
exploring. So here's like Puerto Vallarta in reference to the rest of Mexico.
For health, though. Like you're in great shape.
So it's kind of catty corner across from Baja.
Thank you.
Baja, California.
Yep. So there's we're gonna stop that, and So welcome, the 3 of you. The 3 of us.
Home?
2 of you.
I appreciate it. Are you working?
I am home. I'm home.
Darned.
No. I came home 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago.
I had no idea.
And hello, PvP. And no, I did not get my voting card, but I don't need it. I'm going to take my ID and walk right across the creek, and using the bridge, and go vote right across.
Oh, are you in voting season right now?
In April 28th decides whether I stay in this country or move to Texas. And hello, Spark of Iron. Hi.
Hey, Tony.
I am not even kidding it. Hi, Sashi.
All these friends are here today. This is so cool.
Well, let's not disappoint. I've got a fantastic few photos now. The whole idea of this was to show some pictures of Puerto Vallarta, but also pictures that you might not ever see of areas of maybe Puerto Vallarta that the tourists. If you've got a family, you're certainly not going to go to these areas. But since I have no common sense or a family.
Wait, you have family there? No, you have siblings.
This was quite a while that
no
you
one
did
dependent
this ago, right? You didn't do this recently.
No, this was 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Jesus.
We're seeing recent Spidey
you're
travel.
Home and you're safe. So
I went down for a month.
I can only worry in retrospect. That doesn't work.
I went for a month, and get this, I had a small hernia at the time, but the doctor said there's no reason why you can't go. You're not going to be doing construction down there. And I said, no, fuck.
Yeah, the doctor didn't realize you walk with a backpack for 2 hours at a time.
No, but
Sure.
I don't carry checked luggage on the plane. I go with a carry-on backpack and a carry-on little satchel, and that's it.
I don't check luggage either. No way. I don't like doing that.
Not if you have Canadian Airlines. No offense. The staff are fantastic. The luggage handlers seem to get great joy in let's pick a destination for this bag. And
I believe that's true for most baggage handlers everywhere.
But the staff are fantastic. Well, if I was a baggage handler, I would probably be drunk and or high all the time, so I can't really blame them. So here we go. So here's looking north. That's northern Puerto Vallarta, and excuse me for yelling, but I'm quite far from the mic. Please. So that's northern Puerto Vallarta with a little smaller marina and more of an estuary there with some big fancy hotels. And there is southern. There's the main part of Puerto Vallarta. You can just see in the foreground the airport we just took off. The air runway literally ends at the ocean, and the hillsides right there are gorgeous. So and I took WestJet. Shout
beautiful.
Out
with an estuary.
There is, yes, and a man-made marina down there. It was fantastic. There we go. So every tourist town on the coast of Mexico seems to have this style of sign. They copied.
It's like the Simpsons.
It's like mandated by the federal government. Your town, if it's a tourist town, needs to have this in this style. Yeah, he is our fake. He's not elected. We haven't had our elected MP sitting in our house since I believe was it September PvP. We haven't had we haven't had a democracy since before Halloween, because we haven't had sitting members
because they postponed your election, didn't they?
Well,
did they postpone it?
No, they prorogued Parliament. No, the election wasn't supposed to be until this coming October. They've actually called it early because they figure the more we get to know Mark Carney. No, they prorogued Parliament, and the government wouldn't hand over documents, and yeah, it was just horrible. Anyway,
I like that Pierre guy.
I like Pierre too. He's going to defund the CBC, and the only reason anyone over 70 doesn't doesn't like Pierre is because they listen to CBC, and his main platform is get rid of the CBC. They're nothing but government-funded propaganda. It's crazy. 75% of their budget comes directly from the federal government. Are you kidding? They're not biased. And I know because I downloaded their budget onto my hard drive. I know what I'm talking about.
Do you think? What do you think the results are going to be?
Well, Pierre Poilievre just held the biggest rally in Canadian history.
Really?
I'll end it on that. We will keep talking about Marlon. This is sort
How'd that turn out?
The election was on the 28th, and he had the biggest rally in Canadian history by quite a margin. This was delicious. This was cooked for me by a restaurant that I have a video of later.
Oh wait, you're doing food now. Okay, I'm not paying attention.
Oh yeah, no, this is food. Guess what kind of
man? That's life.
It's not marlin. Guess it's one of the other big Pacific Coast fish. Popular in Mexican restaurants all up and down the Pacific Coast.
Oh, is this the mahi-mahi you were posting?
This is mahi-mahi, yes.
Otherwise known as dorado.
It's dorado,
also dorado.
Which
yeah.
Dorado is golden fish.
It is one of the most delicious fishes in the sea.
It is. And this restaurant had
and you know what's a shame though? I've caught some dorado before, and
oh man,
they are gorgeous when they come out of the water. They're green and yellow.
2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah, and then they turn gray, and it's like it's almost a shame. It's like you feel kind of bad that you're stealing something from nature.
That's why you got to eat them.
Yeah, that's why you fry them up with something.
Oh gosh, they're tasty. Their beautiful death worthwhile.
Yes, lemon pie. Oh, we appreciate every single. I'm sucking the bones. Oh yeah, there was fireworks at West Cagle.
I saw a guy catch one in Santa Monica Harbor one time. Where I used to live in Los Angeles, Santa Monica Harbor is where you usually go out to fish. Some guy, I was with my dad, some guy comes back and he holds up, he goes, look at this. And he caught a dorado. He caught a mahi-mahi.
Get out.
It
big?
moved all the way up.
A foot?
Yeah, it was small.
About 1.4.
Yeah, from the pier, I wouldn't think you'd get a really big
probably
fish,
1.5.
Who knows?
That's amazing.
So what is that with? Is that some bread and a rice thing there?
That's exactly what it is. With just behind it, you can't see it, but it's a chopped up sort of salsa in behind the bread. But it was fresh made, like made in the house, garlic chopped up, butter probably from the goat they had out back, with a little coleslaw and the rice was
coleslaw,
butter rice. With coconut, it was delicious, and it wasn't that expensive.
Rice.
The whole meal was like, I want to say $53, including 2 beer and a 15% tip. Because I usually don't tip 15% when I'm in Mexico,
that's
but
Mexican dollars,
because the service isn't
dollars.
worth 15%. This sure as hell was. And that was the other thing that included in the $53 was the beers and chili relleno. They take chili peppers. They weren't that spicy, and they stuff them with seafood. There's langoustine in there, which is Caribbean lobster. There's a bit of salsa. There's how do you pronounce their cheese? Machiago cheese. Machiago cheese, but it's
I know. There's Oaxaca. There's Oaxaca. There's queso fresco.
Soft white cheese.
And
there's shrimp.
Queso quesadilla.
There's fish in there. They put mahi-mahi in there, and they just stuffed the peppers, and it wasn't spicy, but it was so damn
Those look like Anaheim peppers or something. Or no, those are poblanos.
Oh, Sean, I can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, you can't? Oh, one sec.
I can hear you.
Is it me or you?
Oh.
It's you, I think. I can hear you both.
I think it's you, Spidey.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Is that me?
I believe so. I see my circles on my thing. Yeah.
Let's try Tiger Stripes. Do you mind talking?
Yeah, no. Can you hear me? I can hear you both fine.
No, I can't hear Tiger Stripes.
Sean, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, I can.
The old-fashioned way.
Man, I don't know. I'm shy of eating peppers, even when they're mild.
These look like poblano peppers or chile relleno peppers, which are generally usually pretty mild.
Okay.
But they look steamed, and like you steam those and you peel the skins off.
So you think he was talking 54 Mexican dollars?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, so like $12 American or something.
Yeah, I think because I process a lot of expense reports for people at work, and I think that's about right. It's about quarter rate.
Yeah, that's but insane. I can't hear them, so that's not going to work. It's probably my settings.
I think it's Spidey speakers.
Well, while he's away, I will confide. I was so disappointed he didn't swing through Texas on his way home.
I know, me too.
I heard a rumor, but it's not really a rumor for the internet. I heard a rumor.
Yeah,
that's right.
It would be great if he could come down. I can't
hear you. Okay, I'm going to have to remove myself.
I really thought he was going to.
You can probably hear me, but I cannot hear anyone.
No, we can't hear you, bud. We should really be texting him this in the comments.
Yeah, well, I put a thing in the private chat that you and I will.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I could do that too.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. So have you ever been to a place called P. Terry's?
That's really interesting. I've always kind of wanted to go. It looks like a hamburger chain, American style hamburger chain. And I've heard things about it from people I know who live in Austin. And they're like, no, it's not all that. But honestly, it's hard for me to find anywhere that I really like in Austin to have a burger.
I loved it. I went, my mom came into town and I went and picked her up. And there he is. Can you hear us now, Spur?
Can you hear us now?
I can. I don't know why. YouTube is screwing with. No, it's probably some interference.
Well, you can just log out. We'll take over the show. We were talking.
You know what? I bet you could if you had the power to go through the pictures. So
no, we were talking real quick about a burger joint that's down here in Texas called P. Terry's, and
doesn't it have a little pterosaur as its icon on the sign, kind of like the one out of Pee Wee's Playhouse.
No, it's really like Art Deco 50s style kind of stuff. It's like teal colors with some you go in there.
The inside, I guess, is very super. I've never been in one, but the sign outside that says P. Terry's.
It reminds me of what you would see on the Flintstones.
Pterosaur.
Maybe there was, maybe before. I don't recall seeing one, but it looks like a place that Fred Flintstone would have gone to. But Spidey, if you ever come down here, you got to have it. It's good.
I definitely will, especially if they vote in another liberal government. Because honest to God, this guy is so connected to China, it's not even funny.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I hate getting into politics on
Night PvP.
But this guy I've heard is a banker, and I thought people across the world generally didn't trust bankers.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Yeah. Bankers have been like the guys to go. No,
they make the worst investments, and then just like, and you lost your money.
This is the guy that's been advising the Trudeau government for the last multiple years, self-admittedly. Dude, you're the one that got us into the. But I don't trust my fellow Canadians to vote correctly. They didn't act correctly during the pandemic. They bent over in cowardice of fear. They will do so in cowardice of the U.S. and Trump again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's a possibly the most important election of my lifetime.
But didn't Canadians get put in COVID jail?
Yes,
not on a scale with Australia and New Zealand, but right up there, right?
Montreal and Quebec was just the same as Melbourne, if not worse. Plus, Western Australia locked down hard as well. Their provincial borders, you were allowed to move as long as you did small groups within Western Australia. My brother lives there. I know what I'm talking about.
But your brother lives in Australia?
He lives in Western Australia. My other brother, yeah. He can free Western Australia. It was free to leave Western Australia, but they didn't want COVID coming in. So for a while, you were not allowed back in.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You couldn't come back.
Canadians were not allowed to leave. And if you were unvaccinated, it was even longer that I was a prisoner of my own country. Do you know what other country does that? North Korea. And you don't believe that happened? Go check any of the news magazines that are halfway credible. They will all tell you that was the case. But anyway, back to the food.
I know, dude. Yeah. Which, by the way, this is killing me because I'm on a strict diet. I've lost about 15, 20 pounds now.
Congrats.
There's nothing
would
bad
be
about
actually
chili.
very good for you.
There's nothing.
I know. Bad
there
for you at all. You can have all of that on a diet.
So what do you think?
Total
Fish
carbo, even the peppers.
And lobster and shrimp and the cheese. It was so good. So good.
It's insane.
What, and it wasn't Spidey, was that are those poblano chilies like a chile relleno?
I believe so. That was my guess. That's
yeah, I could tell by the stem on the top one. It looks like a poblano or a pasilla. Poblano and pasilla.
So you know more about that than I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my wife's from there, so I know this stuff.
So I was showing you. Well, okay, that's right.
Oh, speaking of chile rellenos, man, she can do a mean one.
So there's.
Well, I didn't want to assume things about people just because of their nationality.
That's true.
But I was going to say you must be a lucky man.
Oh, when she decides to cook.
Do you want to see?
Yeah, that's.
So I have a video from.
Be good at it.
From this very moment. Awesome. The pictures that I'm showing you, after I took the photos, I took a short video. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I think hopefully you get the video as well. You should. Let's see if we can do this.
Mahi, Dorado. We're in Puerto Vallarta. And yeah, those are trampoline for the children.
Porque así les comía, guiales vino grandes años.
Nice.
Did you hear that? Okay.
That's insane.
That sounded
I was
like
so busy people watching. I forgot to look at the food. God, it's noisy there. I don't think I could get over that, man. Just the level of consistent street noise. I know that you're in a club as well as a restaurant. There's a band on the stage, so it's bound to be loud.
This made the street noise look like nothing. This was like being at. I've been to Bruce Springsteen music concerts of similar volume.
I would have to pack my ears everywhere I went.
It was uncomfortable at first, but then I saw how much fun everyone was having. And just after that, the finale last few shows. I swear to God, this man in the leader of the band. Because his big initials, like Laverne from Laverne and Shirley, the big L, on the back of his jersey, he was wearing a golden cowboy suit with a golden cowboy hat that matched the band, but he was gold. Crazy. They were white. And he started singing. And then the audience had bottles of tequila that I think some of them they brought themselves and started getting the staff drunk. They were making the staff from the bottle. Chug, crazy. And they were giving neighboring tables like shot glasses.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, no, thank you.
And I was already hoarse. If you could tell from that video, I was already beginning
you were shouting to be heard
because it was so
crazy.
Loud. Man, it was such a great. So that's what it's the craziest.
The food looks incredible.
It's the craziest. One of the craziest restaurants. You know, Havana, Cuba would be up there. You know, the Club Tropical would be right up there. But this is not on the same level. That's apples and oranges. One of the craziest Mexican restaurants I've ever been to. That's how you do a Mexican restaurant, Canada. Did you see the piñatas and the trampolines for the kids?
I did not see the piñata. I was too busy staring at the band in their white suits with the cowboy hats, and then also people watching the Chic Girls in black, and lots of band. It looks like there was band on the stage. There was band off the stage over to the left. There was like how many people in that band? Like 16? That's insane.
I think there was at least 9. They had and the band was doing tequila and encouraging the crowd was encouraging the band and the
tequila
staff.
Tequila is not my drink of choice. Tequila and I do not agree.
It was good tequila though, and good.
It doesn't matter. It's the same going out as it is going in.
I like a good slow sipping tequila. Like you have one shot of it, and it's slow.
Pass.
These boys finished the bottles, and I have proof of that. Let's watch it one more time.
Mahi Mahi, Dorado. We're in Puerto Vallarta. And yeah, those are trampoline children.
Porque así les comía, guianes vino grandes algo.
I'm all clapping along.
Incredible. So tell me, is there actually glass between the roof and the wall, or is that open to the air?
No, that's open to the air. It's so warm
nuts.
there.
Wow.
And I think it's also so that the building doesn't pressurize during a hurricane.
Wow. Incredible. But other than that, it's a building, right?
It is enclosed on 2 sides and the roof.
Okay. So not really, more of a cotillion or something.
Well, because it seats so many, it'd be so hot in there.
I'm asking. I'm trying to get a feel.
Yeah, it's not open, but it's not enclosed. It's Mexican enclosed.
I love that.
And they know what
Daniel's
they're doing.
Hot Topics. That place looks like lots of fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Do you mind reading this, please, Sean?
Oh yeah. Wes Cagle says Canada's Chinese flu. I'm going to do it in his voice. Canada's Chinese flu policy is one of the main reasons that Viva Frei left Canada for Florida.
Exactly.
That was the most horrible Wes Cagle impression ever.
Absolutely.
I love you, Wes. He's a good buddy.
Man,
I like Wes Cagle.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, the guy in the pink shirt and white cowboy hat. Did you see when I panned over to the right?
There's so much to look at. I only on the second viewing, I only noticed that the members of the band that I had seen actually in the audience and off the stage on the left, the first viewing, that they're actually singing. I only realized that the second viewing. So I'm sure there's much more for me to see that I'm not hip to.
Spidey, do you know what they call those hats in Mexico?
I don't. Do you?
Yes, they are called tejanos. They're like
Tejanos.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Hey, it's Isaac.
It is Isaac, my favorite character.
Gopher, and Captain
Oh my God! I said
Steven.
to plane, and I've got the wrong show. I think that's
wrong
because
show.
they both came on Saturday night. I think that's my confusion.
Yeah. The guy in the pink hat and the white
crazy.
cowboy shirt stirred at the tequila shots to the staff.
I should just leave it on.
The Love Boat was really good, and Gopher was a senator for a while, or a representative or something. Yeah,
I heard that. And there's Doc up in the back with the glasses, and to the side of
Bernie
him
Kopel.
is
Bernie Kopel. I think was like a crazy neighbor in That Girl.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
And Captain Steubing, of course, in the middle, and the blonde in the back. Do you recognize him because he was in?
This is like one of the last.
That looks like Monroe.
They had that sort of replaced.
Yep.
The gal.
That looks like Monroe from
before Vicky came on.
What was it?
Vicky was the first.
Yeah, the guy in the back. That he played Monroe in what was the sitcom called?
The Super Ken looking guy.
Yeah.
With children.
No. Oh, maybe
Ted McGinley. He was the ship's photographer.
Oh, Ted, is that the actor or the character?
Ted McGinley is the actor's name. He played the ship's photographer, Ashley Ace Covington Evans.
Again, he's got to be a later in the series character. I don't remember
59 episodes starting in 1983. You're right. You're correct.
Okay, I thought that was Jim J. Bullock from Too Close for Comfort.
Oh,
okay. He kind of looks like him. He played a character called Monroe.
I thought it was Monroe. You mean that's not Monroe? That's not the character. That's not the guy.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Looks just like him.
So, cruise director Julie McCoy played.
Nemesis of Eden. I'm sorry, Nemesis of Eden is here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Nemesis.
She was the first.
She was the first.
Was
1977 to 1987.
What's her character's position's title?
Cruise director.
Cruise director.
Yeah, she was. I think when she got the job, she was like 14 or 15. She was very young.
Gopher. Fred Grandy was the ship's purser. The bartender, Ted Lang, was Isaac Washington. Bernie Copel was the doctor. Gavin McLeod was Captain Stubing. 10 points for anyone in the audience or on the panel that can name his first name without Google.
Who?
Captain Stubing's first name. And we all know it.
Captain Stubing's
the character's name.
God, I would have to take a total guess. And I think
you've heard it. Once you hear it, you'll know it.
It's Jean-Luc.
It does look like Jean-Luc. Anyone know Captain Stubing's character's first name? Where is DJ Play Nice? I bet you he'd friggin' know.
He's on here. Oh yeah, DJ Play Nice.
It starts with an M.
With an M.
It's not common.
It starts with an M.
It sure does.
Oh, I'm out. Because my gut was going for Reuben for some ridiculous reason.
It's a type of shoe.
Probably just because of the alliteration. A type of shoes. That's nuts.
Yeah. No one in the chat. No.
Lemon pie. The chat always
are good clues though.
Yeah.
M.
Yes.
Marion? No.
No, good guess though. So
an
Ugg. His name is Ugg.
So Vicky Stubbing was the kid, I believe, played by Jill Whalen, and 1978 to 1987. I believe Vicky Stubbing, she was the captain's niece or something, and she was a little girl.
Yeah, that's the gal there in the blue on the right.
And Julie McCoy, played by Lauren Toes, was the cruise director. And she was from the start. She's from Minnesota?
She's not in this photo.
No, she's not. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who do you think is in this?
I didn't, I don't know. Wasn't really that much of a fan. I mean, I think I had a roommate. I was in a house with roommates, and one of them, that was his night. Saturday night, Love Boat and Fantasy Island. And then after that was SCTV, which we'd all really get together to watch. Of
course, SCTV. Her character name was Judy McCoy, so she was obviously, and she was cruise director, so she's obviously related to cruise director Julie McCoy, the original one. She took over for a while, and her name is Pat Klaus. Pat Klaus is her name.
So she's like Marilyn #2 in the Munsters.
Ooh. And you remember they had that's right. They had an entertainment group called the Love Boat Mermaids. But they were a real entertainment. I mean, did you see what they could do? So what was their real group
is that
name?
The band that Isaac was trying to become a big singer.
The girls that swam with the dolphins and with the swimming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny because you can watch most of these on YouTube. Like most of these Love Boat episodes are you can just find them on YouTube and watch them.
Captain Merrill Stubing, that's his real name, or his
Merrill. Of course.
Yeah, and so the girls, the team that would do the aquatic performances, the Love Boat Mermaids, the team's real name in real life, because they actually could do that, was indeed the Mermaids. They starred as themselves. And they were out of Puerto Vallarta. Good to see you guys. What do you mean you never really watched the show? You better have been in
I'm kind
coma.
of with Lemon Pie. I had half an eye on it, but it really wasn't. Now, I can admit guiltily to giving Fantasy Island a little more attention. But there may have been substances involved. I mean, but for SCTV, I really wanted to be aware because that show was just so great.
SCTV was incredible.
Spidey, speaking of Fantasy Island,
yes,
they filmed a lot of that show in Pasadena, California.
No kidding.
And
Wow.
there's a real big arboretum down there, and I've been to it a couple of times. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and they've got a little artificial pond or lake there, and then the mansion that they built to film Fantasy Island, and you can go there and explore it and look around and stuff, and it's beautiful.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah, it's near Los Angeles, so it's a really cool experience.
So modern Hollywood, I would like to point out that this is Love Boat from circa 1979.
Yeah, there's Lauren Tooheys, or however one says.
And the black man's on top, right in the middle, underneath the title.
So right. Wouldn't see that in China.
Right. So take that, Hollywood. We were doing that for a long time before your DEI crap.
You know what's funny?
We didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. I didn't notice all growing up. I didn't notice until the DEI.
No one cared. No one gave a crap. Look at that thing. So you see the Julie on the bottom right there.
Oh, yes.
Remember, she had that little bit part in the movie Airplane.
Oh my God, was that her?
She was the sick girl. like she had the IV, and they played the River of Jordan for her.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Nemesis of Eden says, I only know about Love Boat because of Robot Chicken. Do you mind reading this, Tiger Stripes, please, for my friend?
Sure. Nemesis of Eden says, all I remember of Puerto Vallarta is jellyfish and riptides. Oh my God, riptides. Don't say riptides to me. Slowly I turn, step by step. I got caught in a bad riptide once. Traumatic. Yep. The trauma. I've never been caught in jellyfish. Thank you, Jesus.
No, that would
sounds
be horrifying.
Really bad.
Where were you when you got caught in a riptide?
I was off, in the water of Venice, California.
Oh my goodness.
And I was with ostensibly two men who professed to adore me, who somehow let me get out of view. And I would have drowned that summer if I had not been in the best shape of my life.
Wow.
I was in the best shape of my life. And if I had not been, I would have drowned.
It pays to, because you can't depend on anyone else, obviously.
Oh,
I got caught in one too.
I swam to the best of my ability. I pulled every trick in my brain to get back to shore. Everything I'd ever heard about riptides. And then at some point, I realized I wasn't going to make it. And I went down once, and took a big gulp of water and came up. And I saw some kids, a group of teenagers, about halfway between me and the shore. And they were playing. And I shouted for help, and this big, beefy 16-year-old boy swam out and pulled me in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
and it took me from where I ended up, which was more than halfway to the Santa Monica Pier, because I could see it in the distance. It took me 40 minutes to walk back.
Oh, that's a mile at least, a 2 mile or 2 miles.
And
I've been there
I was really shaken too.
Can I ask you, and this might be personal, but do you have like flashbacks of that experience?
It's just very memorable, I have to say. Because I was at a party too, and I went back to the party, and it was so peculiar. I had to tell everybody that story, and they had kind of just to look at me and then look at my bow and just kind of shake their heads, and my heart raced for like the next 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, I'm sure.
It just wouldn't stop.
I bet you slept really hard that night.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, that's incredible. I was caught in something similar, not far from there, from the Santa Monica Pier. I grew up there. But I can only imagine, you think swim to the side and you do all this stuff.
It's like, you're touching the bottom with your toes, you're bobbing, you're kind of swimming, and then all of a sudden the bottom just drops.
Yeah.
And you cannot find it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's a real terror there. You kind of like, okay, I got this. I can do it. I can take care of it. I remember. And then nothing works. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. See, for me,
it's almost like somebody pulling on your ankle.
Yeah.
There's a feel.
Well, it's a river going back out to
and it's underneath. Directly. It's not the entire. It's not the entire thing. It's just it's like part of it's going under, and you're
nuts.
like. I didn't know about them until I was 15 in Australia.
And that's why I only go out on the water on a boat.
So what do you know about churros?
They're wonderful.
Mexican donuts.
Yes. and he had the guy sitting, because I didn't want to get him in the picture, so I waited till he sat down, but I couldn't focus the churro and the damn stand. But that's a stand I just bought it from. It's still warm there in my hand. Is that a brown cinnamon sugar they put on it?
Yeah, cinnamon sugar.
Yeah,
probably Mexican cinnamon too, which is pretty good cinnamon.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this was, I don't know, like a $1.50, which was well worth it. Hell yeah. I just wanted one. He looked at me like I was crazy. He wanted to give me a whole bag, and I said, dude, like, I'll have to run a friggin' mile. Which, thank you, but no.
Was it good? It was tasty,
so
fried,
damn good. Yeah, like
did they fry them there, or was it like pre-done?
No,
he's
doing it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got the oil and everything.
The gun full of dough, the whole 9 yards, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The tray full of cinnamon sugar.
I'll show you.
Crazy.
This is a propane tank. This blue thing behind his music speaker is a propane tank.
And propane accessory.
And here's, can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the deep fryer right there.
Wow.
Oh,
and do you see this giant cocking gun thing?
Sure.
This is
you gotta have your sauce.
Churros. Let me show for the chat. Let me see if I can do this.
So is it really a caulking gun? Like
it really looked like a frigging. So this is the tube of the caulking gun. They squirt out here. It's the same principle. Here's a metal stand that he had a buddy weld up, and it holds the caulking gun. And here's the back metal handle of the caulking gun. And he's got a little trigger there, or a pedal or something. It's electric.
A lever. Yeah.
That's a great setup.
And here's the cauldron. Here's the gas. The gas is over here, and it's gas-fired cauldron, and it drops it right in the center of the boiling oil. Just the right amount.
That guy could come here and patent that thing and make $1 million.
Dude. It was so good. What do you mean? Western
no cinnamon. Yeah, they don't have to drop it in the cinnamon sugar. Just tell them no cinnamon.
No.
What do you like in West Kegel and paprika?
Yeah, you don't have to have cinnamon.
Yeah. It's like me when I go to Cinnabon. I tell them no icing, and they always have to pull one out fresh for me because they ice everything. But I don't want them with icing, so
Sean,
just ask.
Yeah.
Did you have a voice for this?
Well, you gotta have your sweet lady propane.
It's very good.
Do you mind reading this, please? Could you, Tiger Stripes?
Nemesis of Eden says churros are amazing, especially authentic Mexican churros. Yep.
It helps if you have a little nutmeg or allspice on it too. That just adds a little.
Pass.
And I'll take this from Nemesis of Eden because I am I'm not a professional diver, but I am a recreational. Did I say recreational diver? I am a recreational diver. Not a professional yet. I'm a rescue diver. The next level up is dive master, and then I can get paid. So I'm not paid. Ooh. So I'm not a professional yet.
You don't have to be a professional to save people?
No. But you know what? I didn't do it to save people. I did it because it gives you so much more confidence because you recognize. The whole idea in taking the course is to prevent shit before it happens by recognizing the signs. And so now I can recognize them in myself as well as others. And I recommend,
like if you get the bends or something,
all of that long before you ever get them, before you ever do something up to poisoning, all of that sort of stuff. But anyway,
I'll give you the Texas equivalent.
So I'm yelling. But Nemesis of Eden says people always fear sharks and stuff. Nobody thinks about the power of currents. That is so true. It's way scarier and stronger than people realize. That's absolutely agree.
Yeah,
with that.
I concur. Do you concur?
The beaches.
I concur.
The beaches have signs about the riptides to inform people. But the movies are about the sharks. I have divin. Jesus Christ! I've dove with reef sharks. I've snorkeled with reef sharks. Black tips.
Divin.
White.
It's nice pastime.
Patty is going to take my diving license certification away. I've nurse sharks. I've dove with wobbegongs for all you Australians out there. They're the ones that look like they have moss and lichen growing off of them, and they're bottom feeders. They're cool. They can fuck you up if you screw with them, though.
Oh, any shark can decide to take a finger or a toe if it makes up its mind.
Absolutely. Nurse sharks can, just because of their size. Lots of reef sharks. There's all kinds of different sharks. Shovelheads. I've dove with them all. I've never been scared or intimidated intimidated after the fifth black tip showed up in Thailand. I got the fuck out of the water snorkeling. But scuba diving, no, not at all. But I tell you, the cold weather in Canada kills more than all the shark attacks in all of Australia and the Philippines combined. So that's something that you got to put into perspective. And churros. How many people a year do churros kill, Sean?
How many people a year do churros kill?
Yeah.
What is he, an insurance adjuster? What are you looking at?
I would say probably
mortality
25
charts.
Yeah, like quite a few.
Yeah,
they're not.
Although I'll ask you this: so you haven't been to Hawaii yet, right?
I only the airport on my way. My first trip to Australia was the 1987 Boy Scout Jamboree. I was 15 years old, and I stopped in the Hawaii airport for 4 hours because they didn't, at that time, 1987, have airplanes that could go all the way in one shot.
Okay.
To my knowledge.
So when if and when you end up going there, you can see, and this is just me flexing, the hunu nuku nuku apua'a. And that is the fish, triggerfish that's in Hawaii. And the only reason I know that because my kid used to watch a show called The Aquanauts, and it was an old Disney show, and it was very educational. Yeah, the hunu nuku nuku apua'a. It's like the longest fish name ever.
That is cool. Good night, Stark of Iron.
Oh, good night, Tony.
He says good night and time for bed. Good night and good bless. Yeah, that's funny. The Aquanauts, I am familiar with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. It was I kind of missed those shows that my kids watched.
And triggerfish. I've seen, they're one of my favorite fish to observe diving. Absolutely, triggerfish.
With the big buck teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you go near their nests or you enter their zone, the females protect. I believe it's the females protect above the eggs that they lay on the bottom. And I've mentioned this before during some streams. They don't protect just an area around, like a bubble around there. No. It's a cone that goes up in diameter as you go up. So you have to swim down and away. If they attack you wherever you are, you swim down and away as a diver from a triggerfish because they have teeth that will bite your damn finger off. Absolutely. And they are protective. So swimming up, you're just going into probably deeper into their cone. So you got to swim down and away is what we learned. That book right up behind me, somewhere there behind the Avalanche book, has it right in there about it. It is incredible. But you know what? They change information all the time. So just don't, if you get your finger bit off just because you follow my advice, do some research, folks. I'm not Jacques Cousteau.
Well, you've had more training than me.
Yeah. Well, so what do you know about this tiger stripes?
I'd say late. That's a late '60s, early '70s, probably early '70s VW bug.
You absolutely correct.
Kind of a long hood on it. It might have one of those specialized hoods that was made to look like a vintage car. I know that was a thing for a while.
They've got them all down there.
Yeah, it's very like it had the Rolls Royce thing done to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Sean, do you mind reading this from our awesome friend Lemon?
Churros get lodged whole right in the arteries 2 at a time, says Lemon Pie.
No,
yeah, I haven't had a churro since I think 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 10.
Really? They have to be hot.
At the LA
really fresh.
There you go. Buddy.
Oh yeah. I know, man.
It took me a while for him to squat down because I didn't want to embarrass him by taking this photo. So I wanted to eat it right away, but I paused.
So wait, go back to the churro.
Yeah.
So it looks twisted, like, so it's not like a straight, like,
no, it's the extruder. The extruder will have a plate on the end with slits in it,
So it's a
the
natural
dough comes
thing.
out in a sprocket shape.
Yes.
And then as it drops into the boiling oil, it will kind of turn naturally.
Yeah, that's right, because the heat has an effect on it too.
Space sprockets.
Yeah,
to a really good
and now we dance.
Has ridges. A really good churro has ridges.
So
oh man, looks so good.
Did you know that they kept, after America stopped producing the VW Bug, a lot of Mexican automotive factories bought the dies and the tooling to produce them. They kept producing VW Bugs until the year 2000 or more. So this VW Bug could be a early 90s, possibly late 80s.
Get out.
They kept
that I
producing
knew
them until 2000.
No, I did not know that.
Like I just learned that this year.
I had no idea.
That I know, and you know what? Like, and maybe people in the chat will know this, but if you were just had a blindfold put on you, and you were put into a VW Bug, you would know that you're in a VW Bug. There's a smell.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all know that VW Bug smell, right? Like that black leather, that like it just smells like a bug.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. But I knew that they still manufacture parts. I mean, that's like a very common car. Spidey, can I ask you? So I noticed here these cars are parked on the left side of the street. Do they drive English style down there?
No, they drive like we do. But
they
that's
park any damn way they want.
Okay, so like in Texas, right? Like you just park like
this is a major. Over. I'm going to my hotel from the bus station. I'm southeast of the bus station, the main terminal, and the highway. The road is so big that they have a. I'm in the center divide that has trees and grass on it.
That's a big highway.
So it's 3 lane. Well, it's a road because there's one that's dedicated to buses. It's a 3-lane road, but it's a busy road. But I waited till the traffic light, Mom, so there was no cars coming. I looked both ways.
Is that a ramp in the background? Like,
yeah, that's the police station. I think that's where they go up to the up top there. Yeah, there was cop stations everywhere, man. But that was a big one, a state building of some kind with a ramp going up to a parkade on top. And police usually like to park their cars on top of their building, in my experience, which makes sense.
It gives them a good sniper position.
Well, and prevents, vandalism. So Lemon Pie in the chat says, I think Tiger Stripes should get next to that car and point at it. It may help. It's a Vanna White kind of thing.
I can do the little wrist gestures.
That is the Love Boat.
I can do the Vanna thing.
It is the Love Boat.
She's still there, right? Like
Vanna's still there on Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
Okay, that's the hotel I was at, which opens up. They share a courtyard, which I did not know. They share a courtyard with a police maintenance yard where they park 4 or 5 trucks all the time, and they wash them. And they also wash and clean their machine guns in this courtyard, which I have pictures of it. I'm not going to show those pictures. Those are the cop cars, though, from my door. From my hotel, that I did not know the hotel shared a courtyard with a cop maintenance yard, and that's where they wash the cars and cops come in but I felt very secure.
A good thing.
So it was 4 blocks from the bus station, Tiger Stripes, in a really cool residential neighborhood, and I have the business card for the hotel, but I didn't know, but it shares half the price. They clean their machine gun out by the swimming pool. I have a picture. I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to show the picture.
When you have to clean a firearm, it means you've shot it. So, like
I don't, or they're so old that they need. And it looked like a gun to me. If it could have been something that shot something else, I don't know.
Well,
I didn't go up and look at it.
It could be regular maintenance. I take.
I didn't want to cause. It was my last day in Mexico. I didn't want to screw with anything.
Yeah.
They could. Who knows? It was on a table. I didn't get more than 50 feet. It had a tripod and railings and what looked like a belt feeder. It could have been for golf balls, allegedly.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, but I felt very, definitely very safe and secure.
I'm happy
Not
to
that,
hear that.
not that I didn't anyway. Not that I didn't anyway.
Oh, except for that 2-hour walk into the depths of the old Puerto Vallarta, but except for that, you were perfectly safe.
No, that was during the daytime. That was 2 years ago.
That's good.
That was the 2 years ago.
Okay,
trip.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
much better.
So this is the pool, and to my right and to the left is the police cars I just took a picture
That's
of.
very cool.
And you can eat right by the pool there.
Yeah, under the portico.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So,
machine gun. There is the guys cleaning the gun. I was taking a selfie. I was taking a selfie.
Very clever.
And I'm not going to zoom in any further than that. You can believe me or not, but the pool is to the left of the photo, and that never happened. And there's the hotels. So if you
and in Spanish it's called ametralladora. That's machine gun.
Thank you.
I looked it up. I didn't know that one.
No, but any of the people watching.
Well, I know the clean is limpiar la.
Clean the room is the same.
Ametralladora.
Yeah. Because I thought it was lavandar, but that is like do the laundry in the room. It's different.
Lavandar, is too clean. Yeah, it's the full verb. Yeah,
the laundry, but so this is the hotel right there. So if you see this 3 or 4 blocks from the bus station, it's quite a secure place, and it was about half the price of the other places. So I thought that was good. It's certainly not a Hilton hotel, but it was good enough for this backpacker. And
quiet and clean
and here was this was one of the rainwater ditches running along a main road in Puerto Vallarta, and just there's so much water. Give it water, and anything in Mexico just grows. This is a drainage ditch for stormwater, Sean. Look at that. It's just amazing. It looks like jungle.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I would not want to wander out into that waist high.
I didn't have time. I have in the past, but not this time. Yeah, and I didn't have medical insurance either, so I wasn't about to.
No.
Oh, I just like this pub. I never got a chance to go to it, but it was rocking at nights. Does anyone know what munch means in Spanish, Sean?
Oh, that's not munch. That's moonch.
Munch?
Moonch. Captain Moonch. That's hilarious.
What's Captain Moonch?
I have
don't
no
think
idea.
That's a Spanish word.
No, I don't either. I think it's capitalizing on the gringos.
No, okay.
Drinks and street food. That's not
Munch is okay. Here's what the Intertron says. Munch can refer to a few different things. It can be a snack food company, a surname, a music artist, or even a Hindi word for mustache.
Ooh.
Munch.
Okay. There you go.
I'm sure it's about snacking or something. Yeah,
no doubt. Thank you, Sean.
Like munch?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yes.
Probably
munch.
Yeah. Like it says captain, it doesn't say capitan.
Mm-hmm.
So
So this is 170,000 pesos.
Okay.
So about $10,000.
Wow.
It's a Chevy
Canadian. So that's about 7,000 American.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it looked like and the tires and rims were good, but I did notice that Mexico has models of vehicles that are really practical and cool that you cannot get in Canada, and I don't know why they allegedly safety regulations, but I call bullshit. It's just such a practical car. It's fantastic, and I want to say hello to our friend Greek Letters. Good morning, Vietnam. Except we're not doing.
What does that say?
Vallarta.
That's Greek.
That's Dionysius Larson. Greek Letters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm back home, buddy. 2 days ago. And Wes Kegel says Shark does look like Jabberjaw. There's a lot of
good call.
Borrowing of well-known images in a lot of places. Same as not as bad as China, though. Holy shit, or Japan. And, I went to a James Brown hamburger restaurant in Osaka, And in Japan, if I just got a patty on the plate with some lettuce on the side, it wasn't a hamburger at all. But they call a hamburger patty a hamburger. I learned that night. And there was nothing about James Brown at all. They just had his image on the front, and it was just clearly to rip him off. And I don't know how they get away with it. But this was Osaka in 2001.
James has been gone for a while.
He was gone at that time. He was gone before 2001. I knew that because he'd been gone for a while. I felt like
he in the
emailing
90s?
his family.
I thought he died in the Aughties, but I could be wrong.
Or it might have been when I went
he
back.
He died on Christmas Day, because I can remember saying it would take Christmas Day to take James Brown off this earth.
The other thing about vehicles in Mexico is they are about 50% more expensive for some reason than they are in Canada. And it seems like you have to go a mandatory 3 or 4 times to the DMV to actually get all the paperwork done. Because no matter what paperwork you come with, they will, similar to Canada, send you back because you don't have something almost every single time.
You know what's funny? I had that experience here. When I moved to Texas, I figured, it's going to be simple. No, I had to go back a couple of times. Most things are very simple here, but for some reason, your car, no.
Same with Mexico. Most things are very straightforward.
Right. But I will say this. I'm thankful for our car registration fees here are like $80 a year. Where if you go to California, like my current car would be about $500 a year to register.
Wow.
Yes.
And here in Texas, every vehicle, it doesn't matter the make, model, year, whatever. It's like $70. But
Christmas ought 6. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Because
in 2007, my Japanese fiance at the time, we went traveling, and we ended up at her father's place in Osaka at 2007. And we spent, 2 months there. So that's when I would have
My mom served in Osaka during the Korean
city.
War.
But they make fun of the people from Tokyo.
Served there?
Yeah, she was a nurse.
Oh,
in
wow.
the hospital there. Or
Does she speak?
A nurse's aide, perhaps.
She must speak the language a little bit.
No, I don't think so. No, I think she pretty much just stayed in-house. Went out with friends a little bit, I think. But
So I'm not in someone's backyard. I didn't jump over a fence, folks. I'm on a public street. And what am I looking at, Tiger Stripes, do you think?
Well, I see a shrine.
Yeah.
And a bus stop.
Well, no, that's outside their house. It's just a bench for hanging out after. The road is a dirt road.
And a mattress behind the bench, something like that, something kind of grim.
I see 3 evil shadows in the window.
Piece of metal, a piece of plywood or metal.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's a shrine.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's not uncommon to see outside of people's houses, so they can just stop or anyone passing by.
I like on to the right of the shrine. I like the little looks like potted plants hanging on the wall.
Those are nice.
Yeah. I love those. I want to do them in my backyard. I have a green thumb.
I don't know whether they build the wall with those in place. I almost think they do. Or can they cement them after the fact?
I think after. Sure.
And hope they stick.
You can get a mason bit drill and do a wall anchor and put them in. Yeah, it's not too much trouble.
Do you mind reading this, please, Tiger Stripes?
I'm going to pass. I'm not going to say that about James Brown.
No, definitely not. It was a different James Brown, but they used his image. And he did not serve hamburgers in Osaka. It wasn't even a hamburger. It was a patty. They called it.
That's so disappointing when you get that culture shock.
Oh, man. No kidding. No kidding. Yeah. That's like when I ordered my first, and I was I was foolish because they had vegetarian options, and I should have known. And I ordered my first portobello mushroom burger, and I thought, oh my God, that's going to be awesome. A great big hamburger with portobello mushrooms. That's not at all what I got. Not at all.
Was it one of those things that's like this tall?
There was no beef.
Yeah. Like I hate the hamburgers that are like this
mushrooms.
tall, and it's like you have to be a snake to eat it.
It was that big, yes,
Yeah.
but there was still no beef, and it was still that tall with lettuce and so forth.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
Where's
Sure
the
was.
beef?
There was no beef. Oh, so I did say there would be pictures that you don't normally see in the tourist brochures. So this was at a nearby construction site, because there's always renovations and construction. So if you leave a lot empty for half a day, people throw debris in it for some reason.
We're having that problem here in Texas, in Central Texas.
Yeah. And that was a construction
a lot of
site.
Dumping, a lot of dumping in the country roads.
I don't know why you do. And some of those were the big white one in the middle to the right there. It was a nearby election. Whichever lady won. That's a sign for her party.
Oh,
Scheinbaum?
Maria Scheinbaum. Sorry,
I think Scheinbaum is that the president there right now
of Mexico. Yeah,
yes.
Whoever won.
Craziest name.
Yeah,
sounds like a German.
Maybe. Oh, so those are the fronts of the police trucks, and there's the pool straight ahead between the building and the police truck. So that's a cool hotel to stay at.
Yeah. There's actually a pretty big German influence in Mexico. It's where the oompa music kind of translated over to them. Yeah.
Right. Do you mind reading this, please, Sean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was hoping you could call me for this. In Greece, we build shrines in the road where a car accident occurred. If it involves a bus, we might erect a cathedral. That's similar here in the United States too.
Here in Texas. And in
everywhere.
But it's also surprisingly sort of a folk thing. It's not something that's really the government sometimes comes along and rubber stamps it and goes, okay, yeah, you can do that. But it's stuff being put up by individuals to remember their losses. And I don't know how I feel about it, frankly.
In one way, in one way, I feel bad for the people who lost something, but in the other, it's like this depressing thing that you pass, especially if you're on the road every day. It is very depressing
because it's also the point of their death, their actual death.
Right.
And it's like, well, I'm sure you buried this person. You can go commemorate them at their graveside.
Yeah,
where they are. So there's like a kind of a weird spiritual thing about it that just I find disturbing.
Yeah, and so like for me, like I used to see that in California all the time, and often people would put like a literal, like if someone was on a bicycle, they would put a bicycle and padlock it to a post or something.
Yes, that's a big deal here in Austin. They do that. There's like a commemoration anytime there's a bicycle death.
Right. So here's my opinion. I think it's fine for maybe 6 months or a year because it helps remind everyone to be careful.
Then
but after a while,
next thing you know, the whole city will be nothing but a city of the dead. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah. I think reminders are good. Homage is good, but not in infinitum.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. Oh, well, that makes. Yeah, I don't even know if a year might be. How about a month? Because you could really. If it was a bad year, you're talking a lot of.
I just don't get it at all to begin with, and it's not something that I would do.
True.
I'm kind of private.
This. If I can ask you both this, what do you both feel about like when people put the little things on their back of their car in loving memory of whoever? I
actually haven't seen anything like that.
Oh, I see them a lot. And people like someone and their mom dies or a brother dies or someone dies too young. They put a thing on the back of their car in loving memory of whoever it was.
I think I've seen one or two, and they're kind of elaborate, and sometimes they go all the way across the rear window, which makes you wonder how they can possibly see out of it. But, it's better than a face tattoo. So, if they have to express their sorrow and grief for the rest of their life, as long as it doesn't cause an accident. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like let's virtue signal my grief. I
don't know. Different cultures grieve differently.
Yeah.
They also call hamburgers differently. You're right, West Kegel. That is what
Royale with cheese.
Hamburger steak is a hamburger, which I didn't know until. And the shrine to Mary. Mary is very common in Mexico. That one particular was of baby Jesus, which I have a video of.
I did see the baby Jesus in that shrine.
I've got a video from that.
And a Mary off on the left, I think.
Yep, but shrine to Guadalupe is what they call her, or Mary. Yep, exact. I didn't know
I don't know that Guadalupe is Mary. I think those are two different women.
Well, that's what my research has told me. But if you can educate me further, I'd be happy.
Wrong. Well, it's possible that the Lady of Guadalupe was a manifestation to whoever became a saint, and not the saint herself. But I associate the name with the saint. But I could really be very wrong.
Well, as could I, and I have been in the past. The older I get, the more I realize that is true. Can anyone, either on the panel or in the chat, this is so the restaurant with the cool music and the piñatas and the trampolines and the tequila, this is part of the menu.
I'm translating. Menu. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at this.
So can you translate any of the items to English for those of us?
Oh, sure. Tiger, did you want to do or
no? You go right ahead. I have never learned Spanish.
Okay, on the left, ensalada de mariscos. It's like a seafood salad, and then you got small, medium, and large. Agua chile negro. It's like a black water chili. Agua chile. Agua chile vallartense. Agua chile clásico. Okay. Quesadillas. We all know what those are. Camarones. Camarones are shrimp. Let me see. Tacos de camarón y pescado. So the shrimp and fish tacos. Chicharrón de filete orden. I don't know what the orden is. Filete kilo. Like a pound, like a steak, a pound steak.
Fish by the kilogram. We're next to the
kilo,
ocean, my friend. It's a seafood restaurant.
Calamares fritos, so fried calamari. Calamares cucaracha. I have no idea what cucaracha is.
Okay, neither do I.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, I understand enough. I know what I would order. Quesadilla.
All right. Okay.
I'd go for the empanadas. I'd give it a shot. Gotta love an empanada.
And okay, so I'm just looking. So the negra refers to a sauce that I encountered quite a bit on the Pacific Coast.
The black sauce.
And it's and the blackness comes from dried chipotle peppers, and they're soaked in a brown sugar bath, simmering them to perfection.
I love
and
chipotle.
The final searing and simmering of the sauce is essential for achieving that well and balanced flavor. I know a lot of them add garlic as well to it.
Well, you gotta add garlic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, garlic cloves. Okay, this recipe calls for olive oil, garlic cloves, brown sugar, dark brown sugar specifically, it says.
Lime,
and,
I hope lime in there.
A lot of dried chipotles, lime, absolutely. Always in everything the Mexican cooks. So that's the salsa negra or the black sauce.
Ooh,
what's an aguachile?
It's a type of water. Those are wings. Isn't that chicken wing? Is aguachile a chicken wing?
Aguachile?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Chile is a chile.
No, this is a seafood restaurant. That would make sense.
Water chile. I mean, that's kind of a joke. It's like a some sort of sea cucumber or
and sashimi de atún, so the tuna sashimi, and ceviche de dorado.
Rabbit chicken. Chicken.
There you go. Ceviche de dorado.
We need Mexican Iron Man here to tell us.
Love to have
what an aguachile is.
Yeah.
Wow. And lemon pie for sure. Do you mind reading Tiger Stripes what lemon pie has to say, please?
Certainly. He sounds authoritative. Lemon pie says, Our Lady of Guadalupe is the Virgin Mary.
Okay. As well as this, please. Tiger stripes.
Oh, lots of shrimps up there.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
camarones.
Camarones.
Yes.
My stepson makes apparently because I don't like shrimp, but he makes an excellent shrimp taco. Like he'll get all the stuff and he'll
Oh God, I
chop
love
it.
shrimp.
Yeah. I can't get into it. I've tried. I've given it a chance.
Ooh.
I like crab and lobster.
Lord.
I can't do the shrimp.
Maybe you could find a gateway by eating rock lobster, which is basically just a big shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe rock or the song.
Yes.
No, that doesn't help. That doesn't help.
I love the stickers to update the prices right
to
there.
update the prices.
Yeah.
Well, because Mexico, their government is quite socialist, and they love to spend money.
Even in the state anywhere though, the prices fluctuate so much. Like I would hate to be a restaurateur.
Right, exactly.
Isn't that like you will be enchanted?
A
Something
restaurateur?
Like
yeah.
Te va a encantar.
Oh,
encantar is enchanted. Yeah.
You will be
enchanted.
You'll just go nuts.
Yeah, with these dishes. Well, okay, I'm looking at the on the left column, all the way, the second one from the bottom. Now, I know what pulpo al gusto
octopus,
is.
Right?
Damn right it is.
Yeah, I will not eat octopus.
Oh, because it is smart.
They're smart and beautiful. I'm happy to eat squid, which are stupid and ugly, but octopi are just too beautiful and smart.
They are.
And they're an intelligent being.
They are, yeah.
So they really are. They're gorgeous.
Now we're in Mexico, so it is Spanish, and that is pronounced. Octopus is called pulpo. They do like they had sashimi there as well, which is a Japanese dish. Anyone in the chat, do you know what pulpo is in Japanese? Throw it in the chat. West Kegel, looking at you. And this is in Mexico. This is in Puerto Vallarta. And yes, West Kegel, pigs are smart also, but they're more delicious than they are smart. West Kegel.
And you know what? They will eat their own stuff. Like you can make a pig bacon. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this.
Exactly. Sean, do you mind reading this, please, from our friend Greek Letters?
Oh, sure. In Greece, we make a notch in the steering wheel for every pedestrian we bum in the road. Bump. You know what's funny? I had because in California, like the bicyclists are a nuisance. And I had a friend or a coworker that used to make little decals for cars and stuff. And I asked her to make a series of bicyclists, like a
World War II fighter.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
like that.
You know where I'm going. So it was like you would see on the road sign, like the little round
taking
head.
Your life in your hands these days. That used to be funny.
So it was a bicyclist, and she put a red X through it. So I never put them on my car, but I wanted to. But
I think you chose the better path of wisdom there.
Yeah, it was a funny thing to think about, but no, I didn't want to do it.
Definitely no cat meat in Mexico that I saw. No, there's no gatos plates. They don't eat los gatos in Mexico. Not that I saw. I honestly, I've eaten a few of our pets. I'm not going to say which ones, but a cat is, I don't think one of them.
Wait, no, you got to say it now.
Yeah.
Well, Laos.
Decide if we're still going to be your friends.
No, Laos and Vietnam.
Tell us you're just not eating your cats and dogs.
No.
If you made a friend of your pig, I can see that, or your
northern Vietnam
or your cow.
In the winter, traditionally they eat dog, and I'm pretty sure in Laos, because we asked him, because he spoke German too for some odd reason. Our German friend asked him, "Is it pork?" No, it's not pork, and we knew it wasn't chicken. Is it beef? No, it's not beef.
Ooh.
It's not horse. No. It's not pork. No. It's not lamb. It's not goat.
Oh my God.
We're running out of animals, and they eat dog in that part of the world. So we stopped asking, and we were breakfast. We had been on a boat for like 8 hours. We were starving. It was a noodle soup that was delicious. It was a lot of it. And the guy looked like he was a nice guy, and it was a place to sit down. And he's got warm food. He's open.
Maybe it was something that you didn't recognize that he didn't want to admit to, like chitlins.
No. There was nothing like, not in this country. Killing and eating anything in Laos, if it moves, it's fair game. If it's survival, no, they have no.
So was it good though? Like, did you enjoy it?
It was good, man. We had just been on a boat. I was starving. We all thought it was the best damn stuff we ever ate. Absolutely, but it was probably dog. Anyway, moving on.
So I mean, I can't. We can't. It's like personally, it's repulsive. I mean, I love my dog.
That's great. Thank you, Lemon Pie.
I didn't know at the time.
You love your dog. Yes.
Yeah, I would take a bullet for my dog, but at the same time, I can't admonish or criticize people.
We didn't know.
I can't.
We figured it out that night after talking.
I would never
consider eating horse if I had an opportunity, because I do feel like it's such a waste. It's such a big animal, and it's probably delicious, but it's mostly just such a waste. But I don't know if that would honor them or not. And they are so beautiful. It's funny.
We have the luxury of being blessed here. Yeah. So I mean, I can't judge it. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm not gonna sit and wag my finger at anybody.
No, I don't know. So I would not eat a monkey. I don't think that's smart or healthy to be eating monkeys.
Unless they started eating me first.
Well, if they stole my radio.
Yeah.
They're too close to us.
If they broke my Walkman and killed my mother.
Very unhealthy.
Yeah. I'll just flick them in the
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, anyone, if they broke my Walkman and killed my mother.
You will love this stuff. That's nice. I had a feeling it meant something like that.
Right. Yes.
Teva, the imperative.
If you don't know what it is, you won't vomit it. Ignorance is... We didn't know until much later. And Sean, can you read this, please, too?
Lemon Pie says, Wes Cagle, next you will tell me you don't like pasta. Oh no, Wes Cagle has some Italian in him. He's not going to say that. No,
Tiger Stripes, can you read this sentence?
But Wes Cagle said my Guinea ancestors are rolling in their graves, but I hate garlic.
I
would never use that word. I'm just reading that because that's what you said. Yeah. But yes, you're breaking your great grandmother's heart.
Yeah, we had that discussion the other night with Wes Cagle.
So pulpo al gusto, right-hand side at the bottom, means octopus as you like it. And octopus in Japanese, ironically, is taco. Taco is also...
Oh, wow.
That is ironic.
It is. Yeah, and the Mexicans found that funny as shit when I explained it in Spanish. I explained that to them in Spanish. Well, thank you very much.
So you could have a taco.
You absolutely frigging could have a taco.
Yes.
100%.
If you ate octopus, which I do not.
No. Well, if they're already dead and on the beach, I mean...
Nope, not going to do it.
With a sign like "Eat me."
Nope.
Oh, did I miss the bottom of that? Damn it!
Look at those
timbale. So pretty.
Oh, the Pacificos look good.
They were, and the
look
hot sauce.
You got a whole plate of limes there.
That comes with every meal anywhere in Mexico.
That's what you want.
Anywhere in Mexico.
You want a whole plate of limes.
Anytime I go to the market, I got to buy like 8 limes for my wife. She's like, I need limes for everything. Just, shh.
That's right. And Sean, do you mind reading this, please, from our friend Geek Letters?
Oh, sure. It says, I also don't like to consume intelligent animals for nutrition either. That is why I engage in cannibalism.
Oh, shit. Certain cities.
Macabre.
Yeah.
Touche. That's very clever.
Well, you can, West, but I can't. I'm sorry now that I said it out loud.
Use that name because I have Italian blood.
Yes, but I can't. And I
PvP
don't know if I really buy that. But...
He has said that on multiple occasions. You're correct, Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie pays attention to his friends.
Boss is good.
Good old lemon pie. My favorite kind of pie.
The Pacifico, I like. It wasn't overly light or overly heavy. And the limes were fantastic. I use them for the seafood. And that, I believe, was the stuffed chili relleno there.
Spidey, let me ask you. So when I lived in California, there was a Mexican restaurant nearby us. And, well, I mean, California, everywhere, there's a Mexican restaurant near you.
I was going to say that doesn't narrow it down any, does it?
Well, what I found unique about this restaurant that was near the apartment I lived in, if you wanted, let's say, Bud Light or Pacifico or whatever, you'd say, "Oh, I want a Bud Light," and they would bring you a bucket, and it had like 4 or 5.
Yes,
and
correct.
Wow.
You just drank what you wanted, and they would count the bottle caps, and then that's how they'd charge you.
Pretty much,
Wow,
still
that's-
very much happens.
That's
Yeah.
very
Okay, so
informal.
that's in Mexico too. Like they bring you the
Very
bucket.
much so.
Okay, I think that's brilliant because
It
there's
really
nothing
is.
from a business sense, because a lot of times
Sure.
people think like if
just
the
keep
waiter or
rolling.
the server came like right at
time
that
to
moment,
think
like,
about
do you
it.
want another beer? Like, yeah, I want another beer. But if you wait
Yeah.
5 minutes, you get full, and you're like, no, I no. So you have the bucket there. You just open them
right.
as you want.
And they're on ice. They're not going to get lost.
Yeah. There's like a bucket of ice.
Genius
and
way.
there.
And it's such
Yeah.
a good concept, and the good restaurants do that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I applaud that. Yeah, absolutely.
This dump truck was in remarkably good condition for that part of Mexico.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
And at the back, would you believe me if I told you in that tree is a shrine to the Virgin Mary that we're looking at?
Probably.
I don't know if I
Are
can
those
make
eucalyptus trees?
it any bigger. Not that I'm aware of, but that
Looks like them.
it's a small shrine, and we're not that close to it. But the blue square thing at the trunk of the tree is the shrine, and it's just a simple shrine with, I believe, Guadalupe.
Is it a cypress, maybe?
It was very big and it spread out like the African style trees do. Yeah. Yeah, it was gorgeous for shade. But yeah, fantastic. And there's looking the other direction up and at what seemed to be some sort of a festival going on there.
A lot of light.
It was. And here's what else I found that night. Do you want to see this?
Ooh.
Hello, friends. Here we are in Puerto Vallarta. It's almost midnight, and we just wandered down some back roads. We're in the very north end of the city, near the bus station. Not too far from the airport, probably an hour walk. And I just came across this part of town. You don't see these sorts of areas, in a lot of tourist brochures. So I think it's beautiful. Hope you're having a good night.
That was nice.
Yeah.
It's very suburban. Suburban alley.
Yeah. Ooh, I found the video for taking off from the airport. Do you want to see taking off from Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not that long.
if you look to the right, you'll see Puerto Vallarta, where we just left from, and to the left, you'll see the Pacific Ocean.
That's the main part of the resort of Puerto Vallarta. That's why I slowed it down. There you go. Yeah,
that was cool. At the end, it sounded like real slow motion sound. Like
I did.
Yeah, you slowed the speed down
by 50% so we could enjoy the view.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It was going by pretty fast. It was gorgeous.
Because that was the downtown resort part of an old part of Puerto Vallarta at the end. So I thought it was worth slowing it down.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, DJ Playnice, we were just
DJ Playnice is here.
DJ.
Speak his name, and he shall arrive.
DJ is so great. Like DJ will always come into your stream, drop a like, even if he can't hang around.
Yep.
He's like, drop a like, comment, hey, how's it going?
Yep, you're right. Do you mind reading this, please, Tiger Stripes?
You'll get me in trouble, West Kegel. That looks like the ghetto neighborhood I lived in back in the 70s in New Brunswick. I just think it looks like an urban,
It does.
backdoor neighborhood of any city, kind of suburban, not in the heart of the city, but just on the outskirts.
Especially up in northern Canada for sure.
But but all the
Yukon.
cars parked in the back, and a couple of cars there that did look like maybe they were being lived in. I was a little worried there.
Some cars in Mexico, oh my God, they were like
tell.
$80,000 vehicles or more. It was crazy. Now, West Kegel, that's funny. He's not talking about my home province of New Brunswick, where I also grew up in the 1970s. And that neighborhood also, he's not talking about New Brunswick, Canada, is he? He's talking about New Brunswick, New Jersey.
I would imagine he's talking New Jersey.
Yeah, that is cool, because I also grew up in the 70s in New Brunswick, West Kegel, so I'm going to raise a glass.
I don't think I ever realized there were two New Brunswicks before. That's good to know.
Province. You got to drive through us to get to Nova Scotia. We're the part of land Nova Scotia is attached to. Without us, they'd float away.
It's beautiful there, Nova Scotia. Yeah, is it very barren? It's kind of rocky, right?
No, the northern part is, but the southern part, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's like Maine.
I think
it's
that's
New
like
England.
Where Anne of Green Gables takes place.
On Prince Edward Island. Anne of Green Gables. Yeah. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, which is very close to New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. You have to go through New Brunswick to get to Charlottetown, where Anne of Green Gables is from. And that you can still go see the house, and they've kept it just the way it is. The people are dressed in period costume.
Oh, it's awful nice.
It is well worth going to. Even as an adult, it was fun. And
you went there because of your Japanese fiance, though, right? She was a big
no
Green Gables fan. I understand that's like a big thing with the Japanese.
Girls. Is that your guess, Sean? I grew up in New Brunswick, and we didn't have money to go to Walt Disney World. That's the answer why we went to Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, that's hard.
Not yet. No, I don't have a guess.
You didn't have
I'm telling you,
park nearby.
That's the answer.
Yeah, we didn't have Disney money when I grew up, but we were able to go to Six Flags.
Yeah,
which was new then, and the only one was in Texas at the time.
Sorry, Sean. Ago. I was going to ask you if you could read this from our friend Wes.
Wes Kegel says, "Well, I grew up in a rough part of New Brunswick. What can I say?" Yeah.
Tiger Stripes, do you mind reading that, please?
Yep, New Brunswick, New Jersey, home of Rutgers University. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Slam at Rutgers.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
No, I love the handprints on that hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are all Mexican Volkswagens.
They are indeed.
They do look different.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
My first car was a VW Squareback.
Mine was a Bug. My first car was a Bug.
I loved it. It wasn't a stick shift, it was a 3-speed automatic.
Ditto.
And like I had to rev the engine to honk the horn.
Oh my goodness.
Like there wasn't enough battery power to make the horn sound. Like you had to put it in neutral.
That problem. You had an older what kind of VW did you have?
It was a 71 squareback.
See, and I had a 71 squareback at some point too.
Oh, I loved it. I miss that car so much.
Yeah.
What do you think of this artwork?
I like it. It's pretty upscale looking. Does not look like conventional graffiti.
I was just walking down this dark alley in up from the hotel with the policeman, and this concrete wall, part of a house building.
Yeah, it looks like there might be an implication that they run a card club or something inside.
I don't think it was graffiti. I think it's intentional.
Yeah, no, it looks very intentional.
Well, even like in LA, in Los Angeles, there's areas where they've opened it up to where like it's legal graffiti, and they bring in these extraordinary artists and they do it, and nobody tags over it. Like
that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
that's remarkable.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the Volkswagen when the USA stopped or wherever Volkswagen Beetles were produced, all of them were in Germany. Okay.
They might have made some in the U.S., but
the Mexicans
came from Germany. That's why the mechanics don't like to work on them. You got to buy a whole new set of wrenches.
When I had my squareback,
they were in Germany.
When I had my squareback
Spidey.
Oh yeah,
of the war.
When I had my first car, the squareback, my mom bowled with a lady named Elsa who was from Germany, and she had a husband named Gerhard.
Yep.
Gerhard owned a VW repair shop, so anytime I needed my car fixed, I would take it to Gerhard.
I took my Carmen Ghia to a joint in Van Nuys where my German mechanic was named Gerhard.
Oh, it was probably the same guy.
Get out!
This guy was nuts. I think he was on Havenhurst.
Yes, that's exactly right. God, what a teeny tiny world! Oh my God!
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Wait, blonde hair? Blonde hair.
Yeah, thinning blonde hair, glasses. Yeah, he looked like a German. He talked like a German. He was my German.
Yeah, it's the same
guy. It was almost
guy.
impossible to get anybody to work on that flipping car too.
You guys have a connection in the real world?
That's completely nuts.
My mom bowled with his wife named Elsa.
Oh my God. You guys have a connection in the real world that we didn't know about.
Gerhard, and he had a very German accent.
Yes,
I can fix it for you.
Yes.
And you know what?
That's why you should watch the full show, folks. Subscribe to the channel.
He was honest and good, and he fixed your car.
Yes, he was good. He was honest. And I would leave my car there. I would have to take the day off of work, and then I would walk all the way down to the main street nearby, which was like a mile and a half, and go to it wasn't a Denny's. It was more upscale than a Denny's. But there was, a diner on the corner there, a breakfast diner. And I would go sit and I would tell them, I'm getting my car worked on down Havenhurst. And so I'm going to be here for an hour or two, and
was it Lulu's?
And I tip well. So they were always really good about it.
Was it called Lulu's Cafe? Lulu's?
No, it wasn't a Lulu's. It was something that was a chain, but not that big of a chain, but like a Denny's, but better than a Denny's.
Well, I remember we had Biff's. There's a place called Biff.
I think it was like famous for pie, as well as diner food. They kind of had a thing.
Oh man, what a weird thing! Same German.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
I can't believe it that we just discovered that. That's
I know,
nuts.
Yeah.
So while I'm gonna read DJ Play Nice because it's so nice. I'm gonna read this myself. I'm flattered. Thank you, DJ Play Nice. While I do that, folks at home and on the panel, what do you think we're looking at in the background? It's a manufacturing plant of some kind. DJ Play Nice in the chat says, Canadian Spider-Man, thanks for all the live shows and videos while you're away. You're most welcome. It was a great deal of fun. It's great to see you safely home. They were a blast. Thank you. You really helped bring back some really great memories because you have spent time there. I know, DJ Planners. Thanks for saying that, and I'm glad you enjoyed that. And Tiger Stripes, do you mind reading this, please?
Sure. Wes Cagle says, we went to Six Flags Great Adventure when I was a kid. Back then, the 70s, it was just called Great Adventure before Six Flags acquired it. So I guess that's in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Miss Catonic Madman says, is it safe? A meth lab. No, good guess, though, Wes Cagle.
Oh,
Sean,
my God.
do you know what they make here?
They make bricks.
Yes,
What
Tiger
we're
Stripes.
looking at. They make bricks.
Yeah.
They make concrete bricks.
Yeah, they make those bricks that we're looking at.
That's the big kiln off on the right there in the back, and they've got the big tarp over it in case it explodes.
Yeah, I see pallets and bricks and
that's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Fantastic. Oh, Sean, could you please read this from our friend?
Yeah, DJ Play Night says, West Cagle, yep, they built them in the early aughts. The phalanxes of them.
Phalanxes
Of them
Perhaps.
pulsing through Mexico City as green and white taxis was trippy. My favorite international cab corps was outside of London.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So outside of the London cabbies,
Crazy.
the black cabs, those were your favorites. Yeah, I believe it. I can
Look
see
at that. Cow is emaciated.
That is a bull, and no, that is a muscular bull we are looking at. Believe me, I saw
He's
it in person.
hungry. He
Is
needs
that a
more food.
Brahma?
That I think so. That's what a
And
friend told me.
He's an old boy, maybe.
A friend
Looks like
told
he's
me
had
that.
his horns filed.
Yeah, a friend told me that. Well done, Tiger Stripes.
Thank you.
This 70-something-year-old cowboy told me that. And you do not fit the, I don't know what, do you identify as a 72-year-old cowboy?
Maybe. Cowgirl, anyway.
What
Cowgirl.
do sideways horns have?
I think they're supposed to curve around and continue to go and be really. They've been filed. They've been filed
Okay,
down.
yeah,
And-
like they're
And
just
for a
in
long
fire.
time
Dave
too, I
Nice
think.
knows that.
I don't. I think that
Of
maybe
course,
the
DJ
growth
Flanders
pattern has
knows this.
been influenced by the
yeah.
perpetual filing all its life. It looks like a
Quite
sweet old darling.
possibly Kegel says Greek letters. Oh, Greek letters says, what a load of bull. Ironically.
What a lot of ball.
Yes.
And he's wearing
yeah,
a halter. How many bulls do you see wearing a halter?
shout out to John, the cowboy friend that told me this was a nice looking bull, he said. But it is an older bull, you're correct. So it's not like a hulking steroid bull.
He
No.
looks really
No,
skinny.
he's probably used for breeding, and that's why he's so old. So fortunate to still be alive and have all of his junk intact.
So I was admiring this bull. This car drove by.
There's another bug.
And it was some sort of a food delivery guy.
It's a
drove
good thing
by.
you weren't playing punch buggy or anything with the person
No
you
kid.
were
Oh,
with.
don't
yeah.
ever
Oh,
play
yeah.
punch
Blue.
buggy in Mexico. You will be very regretful of that decision.
Yeah, so when I grew up, it was called slug bug. Like if you saw a bug, it's slug bug, and you hit the.
We
So was
had
it punch
lots
buggy?
of punching games, but that wasn't one of them. Not
but
that
it
I
was
knew of.
Punch bug or punch buggy is what.
Yeah, that's right. Yellow punch buggy, exactly. That's her
Okay.
name. It's Claudia. Claudia won the election. And so look at this. As near as I can tell, this was a beautiful aquatic mural, and she paid to have this mural interrupted with her slogan for her campaign. And can you read that? I know what it says. Sean, can you please read what it says?
Claro que yes,
Yes.
or claro que sí.
For the
like,
election, for
Yeah.
your voting.
that's weird. Claro que yes.
Yeah, but what do you
That's
think it
Spanglish.
translates?
Huh?
Yeah, the translation you'd guess for the election is it's clear who.
Oh,
choice for
the
yes.
phrase
It's a clear
is
yes.
claro que sí is more like, of course. That's what claro que sí. Like if
Yeah.
you like, hey, do you want a pancake? Claro que sí. Like, of course I want a pancake.
cool.
Like,
Yeah, right.
Claro que
So-
sí.
Of
but
course,
it's
Claro
weird.
que
Claro
sí.
que yes. That's kind of different.
Spanglish.
Yeah.
Spanglish, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's a vote for Claudia, and it worked though because she did become she did win the election. But I would have liked to have seen them come back then and please repaint back to the original mural.
They messed with her eyes there.
The locals were messing with her eyes.
I bet she had like a little Hitler mustache. Too. It looked like maybe
for sure.
she did, and somebody went in and scratched it off.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think it was. It was a slug bug for us too, says DJ Play Nice. Yeah, I think so. At least because we have a law that political parties have to get down. Not that they do it, but you have to take their signs back down after the election. So I would like to see that mural restored. If my hunch is right that it was an officially requested thing, because it's too nice to be graffiti, I would think.
I would say so too. Just the portrait itself is almost photorealistic.
Yeah, I would think so. Ooh, that's my favorite shot of Puerto Rico of the selfies I took.
Wow, the light.
Puerto Rico or
Puerto Vallarta. What did I say?
You said Puerto Rico.
Oh shit!
What's that called when the light bursts like that? The flare.
Lens flare.
The lens flare is like a cravat of
You're
light
glowing
spilling down your chest. It's nuts.
Yeah,
it looks like you're wearing a napkin.
I not on purpose. It just I don't know how the light was at the right angle. It was sunsetting. That's an OXO. So
it's like cutting through your neck, dude. It's like going through you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant is like
really
going.
Is spectacular.
That is untouched.
Look at it, Miriam.
I don't have the capabilities to do that. I swear to God.
That's a gift.
That is. I have that photo.
I love that picture. That's
good.
And it's
a great
untouched.
photo.
I don't know how that happened. No, I do too. Yeah.
Neck.
Yeah. And Sean, do you mind reading this, please, from our friend?
Well, she's no socialist. She's a full-blown commie.
Is that the president of Mexico?
Right.
Is she proud and is she a card-carrying commie? That's the thing that gets me. It's not just you can. It's not an insult because they'll tell you that they're a commie or socialist. And they're proud of it.
Familiar. That is
I know she is a socialist, and she was also a college professor of physics or chemistry or something.
Oh yeah,
that's hard science. That's
like she's definitely STEM for sure.
That's impressive.
She's a very, very intelligent person.
And yes, that is a Jack Daniels can. Well spotted, Wes Cagle. That is apple, an apple type soda. So like
with whiskey.
A slightly fizzy apple, an Applejack, basically.
Manzana.
A carbonated Applejack.
In Mexico, it's a manzana.
Yeah, manzana, yes. Not to be confused with mantequilla.
Or manzanar.
Which is butter.
No, manzanar was a repatriation camp.
Right, but mantequilla was butter.
Mantequilla, yeah.
Yes.
It's a brand of butter.
Mantequilla is just it's butter. It just
means butter. Is that a whale? I think that's a whale in the center of the intersection.
It looks like a whale and maybe a baby whale beside it.
That is indeed. That's exactly what that is.
Could be dolphins.
No, those are whales. I remember because I did run up closer and almost got hit.
Oh no!
By the whale, I mean not by a car.
And is that? The guy with the trident.
That is the guy with the trident. That's in Puerto Vallarta, downtown, where all the big fancy hotels are. There's a movie theater and a shopping complex there too. Yeah, and that's not far from the airport. You're at this point like maybe 10 minutes from the airport or 15 minutes from the airport on the same road with the palm trees and the high rise. But that is definitely a trident. And that is well spotted. That is a baby whale next to that whale. Because gray whales,
paved, isn't it?
Yep, can be up and seen.
Is it a humpback whale or gray, blue?
Either one.
It doesn't look like a humpback. The curve on the top of the head is kind of distinctive. I don't know what that is, but that's something I don't know. I know
all three do pass
have
by.
The hump on the back.
All three are known to pass by.
You should get Mr. Spock. He would know.
I think
Poseidon
gray whale, maybe.
And yes, Greek letters. You almost got hit by whales while driving in Mexico. I was on foot walking. Now that's interesting. I was on foot trying to avoid not to get hit by the things that were driving.
Yikes.
Trying to get a picture of the whales and the building behind me, and I damn near walked into the damn whales. Yes. But the whales didn't get almost. They almost get hit by me, not me getting almost hit by them. No, other way around. But those do look like maybe blue whales, and blue whales do frequent that whole coast.
That's
As do gray whales.
I saw footage of blue whales just on Sunday on that NBC show. That's kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
On
Only whales I ever saw were blue whales in Mexico
on
a fishing trip.
I feel like I've seen whales on a whale watching trip at some point, but they were probably humpback because it was off of California. It was a really long time ago. I hope I'm not just misremembering.
No.
You think you know,
and that's
you commit that to them, and girls.
That's a pub. That is a pub that was closed, unfortunately, at that time, close to the airport, and not far from the departure and arrivals gate there. So that's good to have. And how's that for a nice?
Oh, look at that!
It's crazy.
That old Rolls Royce thing.
Yeah.
So does the yellow there mean also like temporary parking? Like
it seems to. That would be my guess. Yes. Yeah. Same as the Kelowna Airport, coincidentally, as PVP would testify to. West Kegel says, when you almost ran into the whales, were spirits involved? Well, I did say, I did definitely pay tribute to the Catholic trio of spirits. Yes. Their names were used repeatedly in several expressions. So in that sense, yes, spirits were involved. Other than that, no. Definitely
did you mind meld with them, though?
No. Oh, I did. Oh, my God. That would, if I had someone else with me to take that photo, you're damn right I would have.
You could have been like.
It would have been worth a night in jail. It would have.
Yeah.
Only seen orchid.
Could have been like that Smollett guy in Korea right now.
Oh, dude. Sean, can you please do this appropriately, West Kegel?
Wax on, wax off.
Yes. Tiger Stripes, do you know if...
DJ Plainice says 48 Chevy.
Yeah, do you know if he's right?
Is that what that is?
Well, I would say 40s for sure. I would.
Because that's not curved glass. That is flat glass. So the 40s, yeah.
So it weighs 9,000 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And,
and that's not
a
far
gallon
from
of
the
gas
airport.
Per mile.
That's not far from the airport.
A gallon a mile.
Oh, DJ Plainice knows it's a Fleet Master. I believe
Crazy.
I believe you, sir.
He's probably correct, yeah.
Well, that sounds like a taxi.
Yeah. Or somewhere thumping Al Capone would be driving. Yeah. And Wes Cagle says looks like a Plymouth by the
all
emblem.
these theories.
The emblem does not look like a Chevy to me, and that massive grill. God.
Is there any way
to
make it? That's as big as I can make it.
That is an interesting. Studebaker.
That
I don't know.
A good question.
That poor plate has been banged up.
Well, sure. That's the first thing to go. You can do that just on curbs and trees. If you're not careful.
That is.
And then, of course, I'm sure when you're driving something like that, the forward momentum just keeps you going.
Wow.
So it just beats the hell out of your plate anytime you tap something.
It looks like a Chevy Crest in the center of the hood.
No, it's not a Chevy.
But there's blue and red.
I'm looking up stuff.
There's blue, red, and white.
Me to it.
There's a blue, red, and white flag right in the middle of that triangle emblem at the bottom.
It almost reminds me of a Cadillac, but I don't think Cadillacs were around that time.
That's flat glass in the windscreen. I'm telling you
the insignia's got to be the thing that really tells us.
It's like bird wings with blue and white and red in the middle.
It's like wings.
Yeah, but that thing on the top of the hood.
I don't know what that is. That's like a rabbit of some kind. I'm talking about the triangle in the middle of the hood, between the grill and the one on top.
Okay.
Well, that one.
DJ Plain, I said 48 Chevy. Let me look up a 48 Chevy.
48 Chevy Fleet Master.
We'll go with.
But there's definitely blue, white, and red.
Everyone's Googling.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ Play Nice says the grill gives it away.
You know what? I think DJ.
Yeah, he's got it. He nailed it. It's a 48 Chevy Fleetmaster. Crazy.
Wow.
Good eye. Incredible
Man.
body of knowledge.
No kidding. And I
Yep.
bet you can
That's
make a
it.
pie.
The grill does give it away.
Up. Yeah, nice. Well done.
Crazy. Well done indeed. You get a cookie.
Oh.
Oh, Wes Cagle did Google image search.
Well, good.
Yeah, you cheated though, Wes. I mean, like DJ
Well,
knew
yeah, DJ
it.
just knew.
Yeah,
Oh.
I give you 0 points.
No, for effort, for trying.
No, I
Take a better
know.
look at it. I think that's also got a split windshield,
Okay, so
which
I
would
know
also
what these
be
are.
another way to tell.
Tiger stripes. Do you know what these are? Because DJ Flanders told me what these are, and I looked it up. He's right.
Okay. It's
DJ
not
Play Nice.
bougainvillea.
Wes Cagle.
It looks kind of like boogie, but it's not bougainvillea.
It looks like bougainvillea though.
It looks
That's
like
what I thought it
bougainvillea,
was.
but I think it's something else.
Oh.
But I don't know. I don't know what that is. Forsythia?
Sean, can you?
Of course, I cheated.
Oh.
Part Italian.
Well, I wasn't sure if Tiger Stripes would.
It's
Those
a
are
viney
gorgeous, I
thing. Well, it's obviously it's a vine of some type.
Yeah. Okay, so this was on the way to the airport, just down a public highway in a deserted lot. So the lot was just crappy and overgrown with grass. And here along the fence, normally it would be just an ugly chain link fence, and this stuff was growing on it.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that? Bleeding
very
Heart, says
beautiful.
DJ Planet.
No, bleeding hearts literally look like a bleeding heart when you see them. They're very visual. They're little heart shapes.
Okay.
That's not bleeding heart.
No? Hard to say. And okay, and that was just that looked like a dried up riverbed waiting for floodwaters.
Yep. Yep. Full of silt.
And you see these things driving legally down the main streets of Puerto Vallarta, just in regular traffic all day,
Oh
all
man,
night.
that looks like a gangster's fucking car. Stay
Yeah.
away from the people in that car.
Oh,
Some of them
Got a
are for
Ben
tourists, and they
Franklin
give
on
you
there?
rides through the city. in
And
them. So
Scarface.
some of them are actually
And the
tourist
Godfather.
rides.
So yeah, that's what do you call that in Mexico?
Oh, the cartel.
The cartel. That's a cartel car.
Or it could be a tourist for tourists.
No. Nobody in their right mind is going to pay money to ride in that.
So I shouldn't have taken a photo of it, is what you're suggesting.
No, you can take all the photos you want. Just don't let anybody catch you taking them. Just stay. Do not make the acquaintance.
I had the disguise
don't strike
with
up an
me.
acquaintance with the people.
I
in
had
this
my
car.
disguise
Just
in my
keep
backpack.
moving.
Always. I'll just put on the suit and pretend to be a street earner. I'm just
Yeah.
earning dollars, man. What are you talking about?
well, you have competition in Hollywood.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's
No
crazy.
kidding.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Yes.
The
This is
cathedral?
old Puerto Vallarta. Yes, and on my channel, there is a video. Those bells go off at midnight. Scared the crap out of me. And again at 5 in the
I
morning
imagine it would.
because it
God,
was
would
Sunday
throw
the next
me.
day.
That's terrifying. Midnight.
It was gorgeous.
Bloody heck. Every night?
I own because it turned Sunday at midnight.
Okay.
I hope not.
just
I got the
Saturday
hell out
night?
of there after that one night. That was enough. I kept moving. But that is old Puerto Vallarta. So if you're in new Puerto Vallarta or where I was with the near the airport, you are literally like 10 miles at least from this away. So miles away. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're a lot. It's a big city. It's spread out. But there are still police vehicles, which are nice. And there is the church in the daytime. That old Puerto Vallarta is very cool and kind of hilly, so the houses are built up as they go with the red clay roofs. And there's the There's overlooking the water, and there's looking way down would be the airport, way in the distance. And to your left, I guess, is Hawaii.
What?
To your left would be Hawaii, like way, way left.
Boy, a lot more.
Is Hawaii that far south?
Well, Puerto Vallarta isn't necessarily that far south. We're still quite a ways above the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's probably parallel.
Yeah, not far. And see, I love how it went up the hills and built right close to each other. You know, it was nice. Yeah, nice neighborhood. There's a church again. Ooh, can you please read this, Tiger Stripes?
DJ Play Nice says second star from the right and keep on going, man.
That's how you find Hawaii. You got it, man. That's how they did it.
To the right shines in the night for you.
That's how they did it. There you go.
Lauren Tewies.
Yeah.
Was that her now?
No, that was then.
That was her then.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the girl, the Julie, the young girl.
Oh, that was Vicky.
Vicky.
Sorry,
yes.
Yeah.
Vicky.
Yeah. No, what was her last name? Tiger Stripes. Julie.
For God.
Wasn't it Julie? Cruise director Julie McCoy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it was something Scottish.
I think McCoy. I'll be
That
damn
sounds
sure it was
maybe
Julie
right,
McCoy.
yeah.
I think.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, good old Lauren. Is her last name pronounced Tweez, maybe?
I thought it was Toes.
It was Tweez. I could be wrong.
I could also be very wrong.
Don't know.
West Kegel or DJ Play Nice, one of those two would definitely know. Or PvP would have a go if he was there.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not Toes. I could be wrong. I know how to pronounce this man's name, Sean Carter.
Lee Majors.
They're very famous for the guest stars on Love Boat.
Yeah,
lots and lots of guest stars. It was all about
I saw like a compilation the other day of all these Love Boat guest stars, and it was incredible how many people were on there.
Oh yeah. I tried to get one of Heather Lockyer, and IMDb would not let me download that image. So Heather Lockyer was one, but they would not let me download her.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do a screen snip.
Yeah.
A screen snip.
I felt like if they didn't want me to have it, I didn't want to cheat.
Oh, do you know? You don't know how to do a snip? A screen snip?
You can also open image in new tab, and sometimes that will let you save.
Yeah,
that's what I tried. That's what I tried, and it wouldn't let me.
Wow.
And Julie is.
If you have Windows, you have Windows? I'm assuming.
I do.
You can type in snipping tool, SNIPPING. It's a little screenshot tool that's embedded in Windows. You can bring it up. I can show you how to use it. I love it. I use it all the time. Well, print screen will grab your entire monitor.
He's talking about a snipping tool, which is very cool.
Yeah, snipping tool is the way to go.
Lee Majors was a guest star. He was a regular guest star, but he was popular from what show at the time, Sean?
$6 Million Man?
Yeah, and later on, The Fall Guy.
Oh, yeah, Fall Guy. I've never actually seen The Fall Guy. I really loved the movie. It makes a
Charo!
Probably only second to Lee in terms of the number of times she guest starred. Probably, like double digits, I'm betting.
Is she still around?
Oh, well, let's see.
That's a good question.
I've got it right here. Charo. April Lopez is her real name, and I think she is still around, and she was 10 episodes from 1977, 1987.
Good for her. Good, double digits. Yay me.
Yeah, and Florence Henderson was also 10 episodes.
Wow. Oh, 1947. So she's still young.
Yeah, well, she's in her 80s.
No, 47 would be 78 years old. 77, 8.
So one of the
my mom was born in 47, so I'd say she's young.
Holy shit. Do you remember, friends, how I told you The Love Boat aquatic entertainers were the mermaids, and well, one of those starred in the show 19 times, and she has a connection to Superman. Do you know who it was?
Margot Kidder?
Much younger than Margot Kidder, relatively speaking. And when I say Superman, I'll give it away, but Dean Cain is the Superman I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Terry Hatcher, then.
Terry friggin' Hatcher.
Was one of these mermaids?
Yes.
That's nuts.
19 episodes,
wow.
according to IMDb.
See, I never even saw this particular group of entertainers. I guess that was like an aquatics show.
That's exactly DJ Play Nice. That's what she used to say all the time. She would say, Gucci.
I just remember her being so lively.
She was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Also, she was actually a very good guitar player.
Yes.
Yep. Genuinely.
Legit
genuinely.
Classical Spanish guitar player.
I think that was DJ Play Nice's inspiration to learn guitar, I think he said. I could be wrong. And how many times?
Oh, yeah, David. I watched this one not too long ago. He was like the ex-football player that.
Oh my God, I'm crying. So funny. Oh,
she's got quite a puss on.
Oh yeah. I thought it was funny. Michael. No, never mind. Go ahead, David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff, yeah. Yeah, he was the football player. Isn't it funny? Like every episode, they would go out onto the deck at night and talk, and it was always happened to be a full moon.
Always.
Like the Love Boat only traveled during a full moon.
That's right, once a month.
Yeah.
And she played and danced flamenco, says DJ Play Nice.
Yeah.
Tiger Stripes, do you mind reading this, please?
Sure. Wes Cagle says she's 74, born in 1951, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, wow.
I don't think so.
I thought I read 47.
There's no way Charo was born in 51. I'm just saying. 47 sounds.
Yeah, I looked at Wikipedia
likely.
Too, Wes Cagle.
She's been around.
It says birth year controversy. Charo's year of birth is a subject of dispute.
No, that would be Kurt Russell. This is Hasselhoff. This is the Hoff.
Yeah. But it says here in Wikipedia that Charo's birth year is in dispute. Her Spanish birth certificate and passport, as well as her American naturalization papers, give her birth date as March 13, 1941. She later claimed that she was born in 47, then changed it to 49. In 1977, she asserted oh my gosh.
That's my girl, pushing it back. Yep. She's in denial.
Well,
God bless her.
Hey, wow. Okay, so we're all right.
That's not Star Lord's Pop. That's a.
I only care that she's still alive and she's awesome.
That's got to be tough.
He's thinking of Kurt Russell. That ain't Kurt Russell.
No, that's David. That's the
Hasselhoff.
That's the Hoff, man.
Yeah.
Taller than German. Kurt Russell. Oh, do you mind reading this, Tiger Stripes?
DJ Play Nice says, I'd forgotten about him. Haven't seen Love Boat since it aired. Yeah, me too. Not a favorite of mine.
Got to be 1941. Yeah.
You know, I like that you're going to be doing that, though, Spidey. It's a really good show. It had a lot of good messages in it and stuff. Like,
well, we're doing Puerto Vallarta. How can you not do the Love Boat and be a child of the 70s and 80s and not do friggin' Love Boat? Because they were always in Puerto Vallarta every time.
Well, I watched an episode. There's a whole episode where there's a guy on board that was afraid of the water, and I was walking around with a life jacket on, and he was afraid that everyone was going to make fun of him. And Captain Steubing arranged for the entire crew and people on the ship to wear a life preserver to make this guy feel better.
This guy right here,
and it was like so. It was very like I'm like. Wow, that was so cool.
They did. And that is the kit driver. You're right.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Absolutely. Because everyone wanted to guest star. Tiger Stripes, why did everyone want to guest star on this show?
I think it had massive ratings. It was really successful.
Well,
people love formulaic television. They like the combination of the comedy and drama, nothing too serious. Yeah. And the cast was very likable.
And the location too, I think.
Yeah.
It was a safe show. It took people away from their daily doldrums and gave them a fun place to go. They knew they were going to get a happy ending, and it was lighthearted, and nothing wrong with it at all.
That's right. Yeah, loved it when I was a kid.
Same with Fantasy Island,
and
DJ
Fantasy
Pro,
Island especially. Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Hervé Villachez, man, that poor guy took his own life. Yeah.
And Ted Letts. He was my favorite character, man. And I'm not just saying that because I am woke. He was legit. He was the coolest.
That episode where he was trying to get noticed by the there's like a talent guy on board looking for new acts and stuff, and he was trying so hard to sing. and he sets up this thing where like he gets some of the girls on board to be his backup singers, and the guy like ends up signing the girls.
That's
like, oh yeah, they were really good.
Sean, can you please read this from our friend Greek Letters?
Greek Letter says that's an American singer that only Germans appreciate
for his singing. But we loved him as.
I'm assuming he's talking about the Hoff, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
We loved him as an actor, though. And Wes Cagle in the chat says, "I thought Vicky was hot. So did I, and for the same reason. Of course, I was 10 years old then, so it wasn't creepy." Agreed, Wes Cagle. Absolutely. Although, if I still haven't taken down pictures of her from my wall as a kid. Does that count as creepy or lazy? Is that creepy or lazy?
That's a hard call. If it's nostalgia, it's not creepy.
Thank you.
If it's anything besides that, yeah, it's duper creepy.
I turn away from her
my first crushes. And luckily, they were grown men when I was a little girl, so it's kind of. I can still have their photos up. I don't have an issue. Although there were some teenage boys I crushed on, like at 10.
Same thing. Exactly.
Disney actors, that kind of thing.
For
Russell when he was a boy.
And can you read this, Tiger Stripes, please?
DJ Play Nice writes, Gopher Fred Grandy was later an Iowa politician.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, cool. And this is, again, that is the iconic opening to Love Boat and the ending. And so that cruise boat, by modern standards, is really quite small, but that kind of made it intimate, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at the size of modern cruise ships. And okay, so that's the three ports where they dock, and those are big, big ships, folks. Those are full size.
Yeah, gosh, what do you figure on a ship like that? 5,000 people.
Spidey, if you want to share, I'm presenting a screen. As long as your poster isn't what I'm sharing here, of Vicky. You can't share the screen.
Let's don't do anything inappropriate.
Oh no! It's like
it's nothing. Is that her?
Airplane. Yeah,
the character from Airplane. It's her. That's really her. It totally is. That's right.
Yeah, and it's when she knocked the thing out of her.
Right.
Like
she totally did, and that's I recognized her. That's cool. And DJ Play Nice says Vicky was kind of a toad that turned into a princess for sure, as opposed to the prince or the toad turning into a prince. This is the female version. Yeah, agreed. I did. I right from Airplane. Yeah, I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah, I love that she just did that.
That's hilarious. And now, what does he mean by this? Tiger Stripes, do you know what he means by this?
I believe there is an expression that is known as Mac Daddy, but I don't believe that Isaac was a full-on Mac. I would not go there.
He was half.
But he was just great. He was Isaac. He was
Venus flytrap.
He was the coolest guy on the freaking ship.
He was very much like Ponch from Chips.
Oh,
okay. He had the same kind of like.
You think their ethnicity gives them a Veritas?
Oh, I don't know about that. Like their characters were very similar. Like there's like,
Really?
hey, like very, very,
Oh, the A. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because
There's something about the thumbs and the A
they
goes to the
were
fawns.
exactly. Yeah, he
I
would be
have
the
a
full
fondness for
Mac
Eric
Daddy.
Estrada though. So.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at all those Dorado, the mahi mahi.
Oh, they've
Now
got the
I don't know
flattest
these
faces
gentlemen.
ever.
Let's be clear. I do not have their permission to show this photo, but these fish are so gorgeous. I don't think, gentlemen.
Come on, this needs to go viral. They should be proud.
They pulled these in within minutes of each other. This is insane.
That's nuts.
I don't think they would mind. Yeah, because look how green they are.
Yeah,
they must have been a school of them, and they don't stay this color for long, do they, Sean?
No, like 30 seconds. Like,
oh my gosh,
so
that's
well
crazy.
done, gentlemen. I don't know who you are, but
so
thank
you're
you
on
for,
a boat? That's on a boat?
That's on the back of the boat. Well done, gentlemen. I'm raising the glass to you.
And you were on the boat with them?
No, I don't know who these are. I found it on the internet.
Oh, you found it on the internet. That's spectacular.
Well,
boy, they had a school.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you this from the picture. So
well done,
look, okay, starting from the left side of the picture, you see that pole there.
Yes.
That is a trolling pole, trolling rod. There's a trolling rod on the right side and the back. So the boats will go like maybe 10, 15 knots, and they'll troll. They'll just have a lure, and they'll just go through a school and hope to grab them. That's probably what happened here.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, and they were probably trolling, because I can also see from in the back, you can see the wake. It's fuzzy, the white foam.
Right, it's not that fast.
Yeah, no, it's a very low key, like 10, 15 knots maybe.
Indeed, West Kegel.
But yeah, they're definitely
netted and not caught on poles.
Yeah.
No, not netted, but those poles you see in the picture, they're very short. They're like 6 feet long, and they're very strong.
Right. Yes.
Because it's like 90, 100-pound test line. It's very thick, because when they're moving, they have to be able to be like, because those fish will just strike when they're moving.
Oh yeah.
And the line has to be very strong. Oh, God, lucky guys, man. Those are all probably like 15, 20 pounds.
And DJ Playnice has a good point. The twin finger pointing he does during his part at the opening credits, 100%. You friggin' got it.
They
like
call that
this,
finger
man.
guns.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't solve every problem with finger guns. That's where you're wrong, baby.
Raising a glass to Cardinal Sin.
Oh, Cardinal Sin, man.
Indeed, as we always do. And DJ Playnice is maybe not a pimp, but every bit was Mac for sure. I'd agree. And Wes Kegel, do you mind reading this, please, Tiger Stripes?
Wes Kegel says Eric Estrada was cool. He was in the 76 Midway.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he made for TV.
Good movie.
Oh, yeah, my cousin Ronnie worked on that movie.
Yep, salute, says DJ Playnice, of course. And thank you, Wes Kegel, as always, putting Cardinal Sin's Legacy channel there. Thank you for that. Yeah, he'll always be a good friend of this channel. I wouldn't know.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Absolutely. So, Tiger Stripes. Yeah. So this is the cast today, and that is Julie, the cruise director, on the right, and then Vicky, the young girl, I believe, on the left, and then the Doc up with the glasses on the left, right? Captain Stubing in the middle with the captain's hat. And I believe that's Gopher above Julie.
Yep.
I can recognize him. His hair has not changed a bit, sir. Well done.
Yes, indeed.
And the same with Isaac the bartender. So well done. Looking snazzy, every one of them. And don't they look like class acts?
Yes. Yeah, they look like good people. I'm going to guess that this picture was taken a while ago. I'm going to guess it was taken at least 10 years ago.
Bernie
That's
still,
just my gut.
Perhaps you could be right. And DJ Playnice says Bernie still kicking. Yeah, he is. Yeah, the captain. And well, I gotta say, I have never heard any gossip or Hollywood crap about any of these actors. They've never come out and wrote biographies about how terrible the show was. I mean, look at them, how they are happy to be in each other's company genuinely. I think it looks to be the case, Well done to every one of them. They're
They must
real
have done
class
a reunion
acts.
show.
You know what? I would pay money to see that, even if it was on Disney, and then I would cancel immediately. Yeah, well done, team Love Boat. Well done. And oh shit! It clipped the picture. Damn it!
That's not bad though.
And you can see. Well, it's about time the tall people got a penalty. Here's one for the shorter people.
Yeah.
Shit, I went through these pictures beforehand too, but I didn't notice that.
Well, sometimes these things surprise you.
Yeah, they do. But anyway, okay. So there is if you go to the Puerto Vallarta tourist website, I got a picture. This is a picture from their official website. And looking across it looks like from the other side, you can buy condos on this side, and there's a cruise ship coming into port there. So, and that is, you can get over there in about half an hour by cab. And there's the Love Boat, another Love Boat. Again, a relatively small cruise boat compared to the modern size ones, but still more intimate. You'd get to know just about everyone on that boat.
Yeah.
Have you been on cruises, Spidey?
I did, and I've got a machine where I can download those physical photos and upload them and do a show on them. Both of them were with Carnival Cruise Lines, the Fascination and the Imagination, around the Caribbean and different parts, the Western and Eastern, and it was
So
a lot of fun.
What was your experience with them? Because I'm torn because I want to go on one of the buffets and the experience, but then everyone I hear of, like, they come back and they got the flu, they got sick, there was some crazy stuff that happened. I mean, did you have good experiences on them? Or
I was 20 and 21 when I went on those cruises, and or like 19 and 21 or something like that, and they were a blast. You don't have to lift a finger from the time you get out of the airport. You don't have to see your luggage again. It ends up in your stateroom. Everything. You don't tip because everything is included until the end. You tip at the end, of course. If you're smart, you tip the bar. Well, no, everything's included, so it wouldn't help you to. Like, getting service is not a problem. You can get as much as you want.
Well, yeah,
I had a great
experience to be nice. I mean,
yeah, that's true. And the first cruise I went on, there was a hurricane came in, and so they said they could still do the cruise, but we had to do it in reverse order. So we did our itinerary exactly opposite, and we went to Jamaica last, I think it was. We started in Puerto Rico, and that was a lot of fun. But
did anyone go like, no?
You had to hold on to the railings going up because the boat was rocking a little bit, and it was a big friggin' cruise ship, the biggest at the time, 80,000 tons. It was a big damn ship at the time. This would have been 80.
I want to do that. That's on my bucket list. I want to do a cruise.
It's a lot. It was good. The shows were top class. I didn't get sick from the food or anything. Some people got motion sick but that's because of the hurricane. That's not a normal thing.
Oh my God.
The drinks were fantastic. I was of drinking age and just barely. The champagne, the captain's dinner was very extravagant. There's so much food. I was ordering 2 full courses per meal, and I still couldn't sample everything. I ate like a horse back then. It was crazy. Crazy how much I could eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to prepare for that.
Sean, do you want to read this, please?
Wes Cagle said, "If the boats are rocking, don't come a knocking, unless you hear hurling sounds." Like,
okay, right. And Tiger Stripes, can you read this, please?
No, I don't know what he's talking about, and I'm afraid to read things when I don't know what they're about.
Oh no, I think
to go on a cruise.
Or go to Japan. These socks are everywhere. Oh, that's what I thought he meant a cruise.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think he's answering. You chose correctly, Tiger
Yeah.
I
Stripes.
have no idea what these gentlemen are talking about. I'm not keeping track of the chat.
You're better than we
Well,
are. That's
if anyone wants to send me on a cruise, let me know.
we can have that happen.
I will send pictures.
I would only be interested in going on a cruise if there was some other sort of convention going on the boat. I know they have retro, vintage pop bands that all get together and do a small festival together. And I know that there's I've seen footage, and every now and then you get a convention that gets together on a cruise ship. That's particular theme, and that would be fun if possible. But just a cruise for a cruise's sake, I don't know.
You spend a lot of time in port doing the activities or tours of that city.
That'd be bitchin'. That would
be cool. Caracas,
especially in the Caribbean.
Okay, well, we went to Caracas in Venezuela and did a day tour of Caracas just from the cruise boat. That was incredible. Caracas, yeah. It's absolutely correct.
I need to do it. I need to go. I'm trying to get my wife to get her passport. I'm like, let's go on a cruise,
Yeah,
Caribbean.
I got to get my passport together. It's such a nuisance. I got to get that stuff together. Yeah.
But the good thing is they last 10 years and they're a valid form of ID. So you can just here's my passport.
I'm going to get one because it turns out it's easier to do than to get a flipping driver's license.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to get the flipping passport so I can walk in and just get the driver's license. Here's my passport. Give me my driver's license.
Exactly.
For me, the irony is when I got my passport, you need to take your social security card down to prove who you are and do all the stuff. Well, on the way out of the office to get my passport, I dropped my social security card into the gutter or something and I lost it. So now I have to use the passport I got to get a replacement social security card I used to get the passport.
Yeah, because if you hadn't, then you'd really be screwed.
I would have a hard time. Yeah.
Well, sir, would you guys like to see a guy on a horse in Puerto Vallarta back streets?
Sure. I'm on a horse.
Guy on a horse. And a trampoline. And I think this...
I had that exact trampoline.
Bricks. That guy is cool. Man, gotta love Mexico.
I get that you didn't probably want to be obviously photographing him, but that's not the best view of a horse. I mean, if you'd gotten it
I could have turned around earlier.
Yeah. I don't think he would have minded. He probably would have been proud of his horse. But it's hard to call. I don't want to tell you what to do.
Dog.
Dog.
You can tell that horse was used to traffic because you notice that car drove by that horse at a normal speed.
Correct.
Normally you would see a car slow down and not spook the horse, but that horse did not care.
That horse was moving in a very specific step. I think that's called posting.
Yes.
It's a very bumpy, jarring way to ride, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
It's like between a trot and a gallop.
Yeah. It's very up and down.
Japan. I see. You want to travel to Japan? Man, that is such a good destination. I highly recommend it. And I've got another video. I don't have any pictures left, but what I do have, do you want to see the customers getting the staff and the band drunk at that Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
All right, let's
absolutely, because I think I have to say good night soon. It's really very late for me. And
it'll be the last video. Yeah, I agree.
And Spidey, I as is per usual, I have some travel pictures of my own to share.
Ooh, 100%.
Yeah,
I'd absolutely love that. Let me see if I can pull that up and present. Share screen, yes, please. And that one. All right. I don't know if it's going to share the audio. No, it's not. I got to do that another way, don't I? Got to share the whole screen. Shares because we want the audio, obviously. Because so we want the audio. So yes to the audio, and share. And we'll hide that, and we'll go here, and we'll bring that up. Talking to myself, yes.
We're listening. Just don't get in an argument.
That's what it takes sometimes to remember.
It does. All right, here we go, folks.
Por amar con todo el alma, la vida de un rico hacendado, por el ser un simple plebeyo. Se la llevó de mi lado. Cárcel por vida me dieron, el mal funcional.
Yeah, so he grabs the tequila bottle at the end.
That was all?
Good eye.
Well, I do have the second part. Here we go. I do have the second part to that. Funny you should say that. So let me dig that up right here.
Oh, yeah. Suzanne is saying hi. She fell asleep.
Oh, yes. No, she was saying, a little while earlier.
Suzanne,
and I'm back home,
Suzanne.
Definitely back home. Glad to see you. And hey, oh, that's you.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So let's do the same thing. So you saw the first part of that video, and then for some reason I decided to hit the stop button. So I took a second part, but I did catch it. So let's do entire screen again with the audio. Let's share that. And pull this one. And this is when it starts to go a little bit sideways. Let's put that right back there.
Oh my God.
Tequila from the bottle. Viva Mexico!
They here, check the text. Tequila Blanco.
Yes. So the quality stuff.
That was Buddy handed in the phone like, hey,
you won't get a hangover.
Yeah, the buddy's like, here, check out the text. Like, it's right there.
Wow.
But thank you, Tiger Stripe, so much for joining us tonight. I know you've got to go.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I think I got to head in. But yeah, it's fun talking to you and Sean and everybody in the chatty chat.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely.
Yeah,
the Love Boat. And Sean, if you have pictures, we can stick around.
Yeah, I'm just going to share some stuff from Las Vegas and Tiger Stripes. I'm sure you've been to Vegas a few times.
Oh, I'm going to watch. I'm
okay.
Around for a few minutes and watch.
All right, it's very quick. It's just a few pictures. So I went. I'm going to share the audio because I have a little Dexter, a bonus Dexter at the end. Ooh. So. This here, these are I forgot what the name of these things are, but if you drive between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, there's these colored rocks.
Okay, yeah.
That someone put up and they stacked them. So I went to Las Vegas last month with my wife to visit my mom, and so we're like, hey, let's drive out to go look at these things. So we drove by them a million times. And so here's me and my wife, and it was really cold. It was really cold, and there she's like,
supposed to be cold there.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, it was about 40 degrees out there.
Oh wow, Fahrenheit. That's
Fahrenheit.
cold.
Yeah. So I just took a bunch of pictures of these things, and there's me.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I was really cold and sore, and it took a while to get out there.
I didn't know they existed.
Yeah, there were just some art things. So here's like a thing that explained about them. I always take pictures of these things so I can look at them later. And here, this is an old fashioned we had. So it was our anniversary.
Ooh,
Is that dry ice?
nice.
No, they smoke it. It's a
That's incredible.
it's an old fashioned. It's like a whiskey drink, and they put like an oak wood over it, and they light it on fire, and then they let the smoke infuse into the whiskey with an orange peel, and it was really tasty.
Nice.
So here's a caprese salad we had. It was so good. And here's my so while we were waiting to get seated, she had a couple of cocktails.
Nice. As you do.
Oh yeah, so
she's got something in her eye.
That's awesome.
And then here's a steak I got with some asparagus, and she got some salmon, which was delicious. I tried that.
Wow, fantastic.
And I should have ordered mine medium rare. I got it medium, so it was like a little
medium rare.
That looks medium.
Yeah, it was.
It was Magic Mountains, says DJ Play Nice.
Yep. And so we finished our meal.
Hello, Sonia. Welcome, Sonia White.
And they give us these beautiful strawberries. Happy anniversary with a little tuxedo and a thing. And they were really in that little plate right here. You could eat that.
What?
Yeah, the happy anniversary thing was like white chocolate, and you ate it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and here is the Hoover Dam. So if you guys have never been to the Hoover Dam, highly recommend you go.
Wow.
It is such an incredible experience. Now this here,
definitely. I'd love to do a dam tour.
Oh yeah. They make all kinds of jokes. Say, we're going on the dam tour now. This is about 600 feet below the ground, and you're in the dam. And here's the generators there. Each of these generators weighs more than the Statue of Liberty.
What?
Yeah, they're solid. They are solid metal. It's like so this is the Nevada side. On the other side, there's the Arizona side of the dam. There's identical thing. Okay. Here is we're in there. You're way deep in the middle of the dam, and these stairs here are going up. Like when the guys were working on the dam, they would go up and down these stairs the entire way of the dam.
They were fit.
Yep. And here is going down into the dam.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's looking straight down.
Yeah.
So here's Carla, and she's like, I hope there's no earthquake. Some more pictures.
Well, you have to walk all that?
Wow. Oh yeah. No, they did. Yeah, but you.
Wow, that's an amazing view.
Yeah, so here.
Wow.
This is at the end of the tour when you get and here you are looking over the Colorado River. There it is.
Hey, old man bird, welcome. Damn.
Yeah.
So what's the bridge called? Is it?
I don't remember the name of the bridge, but if you were to drive from Nevada to Arizona, this is like the border. So the border of the states is right in the middle of the river.
Wow.
So right when you get over the bridge, it says "Welcome to Arizona," and where you're standing here, if it were the right time of year, right now the Nevada and Arizona are in the same time zone, but during the daylight savings time, because Arizona does not observe daylight savings time, so you can walk right in the middle of the state line. And if you're looking at your phone, you can see the time jump from like 1 hour to another. You can walk back and forth and see it. It's kind of cool.
I don't want my phone to know where I am that accurately. That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's really cool. So this bridge, you can, and I'm going to show you a picture of this. You can walk on this bridge. And I went out there. So here's her. She wanted to take a picture, and I'm like telling her, move back. You know, so I'm like, move backwards. And there's a guy next to me laughing, knowing what I was doing. He's like, yeah, keep going.
Nice one.
Yeah. But she laughed at that. And so there's us looking at the
very good picture.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful up there. And so there's the bridge.
Wow.
And here is on that bridge, looking back.
No way.
Dude, it's scary. There's maybe 4 feet walking distance there.
West Kegel in the chat. Do you mind reading this, Tiger Stripes, please?
Did you take any pic from the bridge to get shots of the entire dam? Well, that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
That's the irony. Well done, West Kegel.
So look here, you guys. Look at this thing.
Wow.
It's slant. It looks like it's falling, right? Like, look at these things.
Yeah.
They're intentionally built that way.
Huh.
And they're drilled into the ground. So there's the dam.
Well, that's what they're gonna tell you, isn't it? Of course.
Well, yeah, even over here, right? Like they're just like slanted, strange. But you can walk out on this bridge, and this is hip high, like waist high, right here.
Wow.
And I was scared off my wits because all it would take is a crazy person to come and go, I'm going to throw you over.
Yep.
Well,
somebody, you know, drive down, stop the car.
Yeah.
Get back in, drive away.
You can carry a 45 in that state, can't you?
Yeah. So here we are. I'm like, can we just take the picture and get out of here?
Wow.
So here's some more. And and then here's there's a monster museum out there. So this is like a mock ectomobile.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
And here was a guy that looked like RuPaul in the airport.
Cool.
Oh, and here, this is cool, Spidey. So this is in the airplane on the way. So when we flew from Las Vegas back home here we flew into Austin.
Yeah.
There's no direct flights from Vegas to Austin, so we had to go to LA first.
Okay. All right.
On the way to Los Angeles, this here, what you're looking at is a solar power. So what you look here, these are mirrors. There are these thousands of mirrors, and they're all pointed at the central part here to collect the energy. And this glow is all sunlight.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's very odd.
Yeah, here's a cool picture of it. So you can see the glow, but these are all mirrors.
Wow.
And when I was young, I always thought, I'm like, why don't they just reflect light up into a single point and make it really hot and collect the energy? And that's what they're doing.
Smart.
So how many people a year die?
I'm sure you'd fry if you went up there.
That's what I mean. It's bound to happen.
Yeah. And here's the flight into Los Angeles. I did take some pictures of my original home. Yeah, and then here's the LAX, and there's the famous restaurant-y thing, and there's the sunset going over the Pacific Ocean on the way home. Yeah, it was very beautiful. Like we left at just the right time to catch the sunset.
Wow!
And here's Dexter.
Dexter.
Oh, yeah, and here's Dexter. So I'm going to pause it. So I play the harmonica for him, and he sings.
Oh,
this is going to be good.
Yeah,
so they're very destructive, says West Kegel. Especially if they're pointed in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah.
And what's he supposed to do when you play the harmonica? Oh. That's cool.
He's very kind.
Yes. That's awesome.
Wait, he gets going here. It's almost over.
It's like he's objecting.
I'm going to say it's mild animal abuse. I'm going to get a channel strike for this.
Oh, such a good boy.
Yeah. And then he goes.
Doggy.
What a beauty.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
And then he gets a treat.
Oh yeah, he always gets a treat for singing.
Yeah.
Is he a German Shepherd?
He's a Shepsky. He's half Shepherd, half Husky.
I thought.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't really have the Shepherd coloring. Half Shepherd. Boy, that's kind of the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, he's smart, but he's also very stupid.
Oh dear.
Shepskys are not known for their intelligence.
I don't. I don't think that huskies are stupid, but they are so willful. They might as well be stupid.
Well, they're stubborn
Yes.
and just there's pride. But he's smart. He's very well trained. He
As
can do
long as
all
he's
kinds of
obedient,
tricks.
that's what really
Oh yeah,
matters.
yeah. He likes to bark at the UPS truck.
That's good. Good dog. That's what you want. That's his job.
That's his job. But when he does, I make sure and I have him stop and I don't yell at him. But I'm like, okay, good boy, good boy. And he stops and he's like, I want to bark. I want to bark more. But then I'll open the door and he gets to look and see that everything's okay. And I pat him on the head, say, you scared the nasty truck away.
Good.
You did a good boy. And then he gets a treat because he listens and but the people yell at their dogs when they bark. It's like,
no,
the dog just thinks you're barking with them.
Yeah.
No, you have to let them know that they bark if you're calm, they don't bark.
Well, exactly.
But you have to encourage it with kindness and pats and like, he's a good boy. I love him.
He's got a beautiful face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say very much so. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
He's a good boy. You'll see him one day, Spidey.
Very good boy.
Oh man, I'd love to.
Yeah, so that was my little soiree to the Hoover Dam.
Very nice.
I recommend everyone go. It's an experience. Like when you're there, you learn so much about it, how it was built, the engineering genius that it took to build that thing was incredible.
No kidding, eh?
And and it can survive like a 9.0 earthquake or some crazy thing.
What?
That is nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they need in that part of the world.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
They kind of have to. Well, I mean, because what happens when they don't, right?
Yeah.
Right. But and the funny thing, when you're in the tour and you're down there, they always tell you there's like a little box on the floor. They're like, don't kick it. It's a seismograph. Like you don't want to kick because they have a seismograph down there because any little tremor they investigate and they go and look at all the
of course
whole
they'd have to.
area. But it's really neat. Like when you're walking through the tunnels, you see the marks, the hash marks of chalk and grease pen that the original builders marked.
Of course,
on there, and you see this stuff. It's really cool. Super neat thing.
It sounds cool.
Tiger Stripes,
cool.
This is a good question.
Photos.
Do you mind reading this, Tiger Stripes?
Oh, it's not a nice thing to say. DJ Play Nice says, Sean, what would you sing if you could actually play? Just kidding.
No, but it's a good question.
Emoji.
I'd have him sing.
I do kind of wonder. I mean, if it was, we used to howl, try to get our girl howling by howling with her. And then we never really taught her to do it, but she would howl when the ambulances went by, when the sirens went by. And we would join her to kind of encourage her, but she would then get embarrassed and stop. What are you doing, Dad? Just...
Yeah, the harmonicas. I learned that from my dad. He would always get our dogs to howl with a harmonica. And Wes Cagle, I bought it at Walmart. It's a kid's toy harmonica.
Of course it is. He's kidding. Okay, well, this is a nice one. Can you read this, Tiger Stripes, from Sonia White, please?
Sonia White says, dogs definitely pick stuff up from their keepers. Oh, yeah. They get your vibes.
Yep. There's no poorly trained.
Yeah. We don't. I never yell at him. I don't yell at him.
There's no bad dogs, just poorly trained. DJ Play Nice says, on the tour, they say the concrete in the Hoover Dam is still curing. I've heard that, but if you've actually done the tour...
That's actually a myth.
I
learned that on the tour. So the reason that myth came out was when they initially built the dam, they knew if they would have just poured the concrete down, it would have taken 100 years to cure.
Right.
So what they did was, as they would build the blocks, they had like 1-inch copper pipes or steel pipes that would go down, and they continually fed freezing salt water down.
Oh.
And that cured the concrete. If they had not done that, it would still be curing to this day.
Oh, that's a good idea to do.
So
count me surprised that it was cold water and not hot water to cure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, when the cement when the cement encounters the concrete, the other stuff in the mix, because cement and concrete are different things. there's a
Heats
chemical
up.
reaction. Yeah, and it heats up. So the heat keeps it wet and melted. By pumping cold water in there, it helps it cure faster.
Thank you. That helps.
That makes sense.
That's very helpful.
So it's all. I remember when I went in there, I thought the same thing, but then they're like, "No, it's a myth. It's not. It's not curing anymore. It would have been curing."
All right. Well, I guess it's time to leave Puerto Vallarta. And yeah, we're not quite done yet. This is just the ending video. And Tiger Stripes and Sean, if you want to hang afterwards and chat, that's perfectly fine. I am tired though. DJ Play Nice, dude, thanks for the correction. That tour experience was a long time ago. Oh, absolutely.
And they may have. Like, I'm sure some tour guides would have been misinformed. Maybe I'm misinformed, but that's just what I heard. So, I'm no scientist.
The sombrero has landed. Were they jealous of your tan? A little bit. The people around the village were, Old Man Bird, and thank you. And I've got so much material for future streams, my friend. So yeah, this is taking off. Headed back to Canada. I've ordered a beverage already because I'm not going to land willingly. I'm hoping that if I get thrown off the plane. Yeah, I slowed it down.
And welcome if you look out at the right side of the plane.
Thanks, chat. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks, CSM.
Yeah.
Yeah, great time.